You know what, y'all? It's been so long since I didn't did a live. I should have kicked Chris out and brought him back in, but I forgot. So surprise! It's Tate's Take. I'm so trash. I'm terrible at this. It's been so
I'm
long.
like, dang, it's live already. I'm already in it. That's crazy.
I know, right? Like, you want me to take you out? I'm gonna take you out and bring you back in. I'm gonna take you out.
What? All right. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Wait, I don't even remove you. Okay. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the after show. We have finally caught up on the first 4 episodes of Love is Blind season 5. There's a lot that is happening. I have a lot of thoughts of everything that's going on. But before I get started, I want to introduce one of the funniest people I know, one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube, Tate's Take. If you have not watched any of his videos, especially Love is Blind videos, what are you doing with your life? Get your life together. I'll make sure to pin his channel in the comment section after this goes live or the recording goes live. But make sure that you're following him, because if you just want to smile and laugh, like, get to know him. So welcome to the stage. What up?
What's up? If you want to smile and laugh and hopefully learn, I want to be educational too. Sheesh, it's not free laugh.
Dang.
Yeah, it's got to come with the full package, you know.
What's okay, up? Fine. Kill the mood then.
I thought the mood got like so much better.
Happy Saturday. What a day. Yeah. What a time seriously. To be alive. Okay.
Yeah, it's super gross over here. I don't know how Atlanta is if you're in Atlanta, but it is gross out here today.
So this is the
perfect way to spend my Saturday, because outside is not outsiding.
It's not outsiding. Is that gonna be fixed up before next week when I get there?
Nah, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
Okay.
I already checked.
Okay.
Megan, what up? Yo, these are the new hosts of Love is Blind. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I'm here for it. Somebody get Ted on the line. Well, he's probably trying to work on negotiations because he needs to pay people first. But after you pay the people that deserve to be paid, then come get us to be hosts.
I just wonder who they will replace me with after I get canceled, like to work with you.
Why would you get canceled?
Who knows? Why does anyone get canceled these days?
Because they trash people?
Yeah, see? So you never know.
As long as you're not trash, you won't be canceled.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. Isn't that how it goes?
Yes.
Atlanta decided to be all right. So Atlanta's all right, I guess.
I did hear that it was cooler outside. So yeah.
You got to go and touch the window.
Touch the window.
Yeah.
What color? What's our color scheme?
For colors would you be wearing when you host the reunion? Nah, purple for sure.
Purple? Okay. You know, purple look good on black people now.
No, we be holding down. We hold on purple. We hold down a lot of colors. Honestly, like yellow go crazy on black people.
Okay.
Green go crazy on black people.
Do you have me playing on another video?
Yeah.
Can you mute it? I can hear it.
No, there's no sound.
I don't know why I'm echoing then.
I mean, I should put my headphones on there. Hold on, let me do that.
Maybe it's me.
No, it's probably I just put the headphones. Let me get tech savvy on these people. Right? Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on a Netflix live reunion. Like,
I'm just saying. At least that's pre-recorded. I don't think they'll ever try to do live again.
Yeah, because what are they talking about for this year? Did they talk about that already?
I don't think they're ever going to try that again. I doubt it.
Man, why are they so scary?
It was very traumatic for all of us. Like, how many days? Me watching the live stream through somebody's TikTok. That was a time right there. That was like when the whole universe came together once again since the pandemic. Like, why is our live?
Wait, can you hear the audio? Let me make sure this sounds good. Is this all right?
I can't hear you. Nope.
All right, hold on.
What fake tears? You're muted. What up, Ricky? Ricky! We still need to talk about this. Oh, Lydia. Oh, we're going to talk about Lydia. I don't call that person by that name. The name that I have is actually, I call him Lyche, because all he do is lies all day, every day. So yeah, I feel like Lyche is gonna be the new bathwater of this season because I just don't like liars. But we're gonna get into that. Okay, we getting ahead of ourselves. Let's just go ahead and let's get into the first episode when things were just nice and sweet and life was just lifing at a normal frequency before it just all went to hell. Are you
can't hear me, right? No, right?
No.
You hear me?
I hear you, but I don't hear the echo anymore.
Oh, so I'm good. All right.
I did that like 10 years ago, but you don't listen to me. So
I thought you said you couldn't hear. That's crazy. All right, we are live. We're on a live show. Come on, let's go. Stop playing.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the first episode, okay? So what were your thoughts, just in general, after seeing everyone? What were your thoughts about everybody on this new season? How you feeling?
First of all, this person said, "You're looking good, Sharonda." I agree. You are slaying it on this fine Saturday. What was my first impressions of the first season, of the first like episode and stuff? It wasn't enough black people.
Actually, there's like 6 black people, but of course they never actually.
But after you went the first episode, you know they're not going to be there because like,
no.
Okay, like I think about like black dudes, like, and I don't want to. Well, you find out pretty soon there's not a lot of black people that's going to make it because like last season, I said it in my video too. Like last season was like to me a good ratio of black. Like Marshall's there being regular, Kwame, this dude, the brown, what's his name? Brett. Yeah, Brett was there. So I was like, all right, no matter what, like, you know, 3 like Sean black dudes, they have a connection. Like no matter how if you like them or not like them, but like they were like it was like The Wood for a Netflix show. I was like, that's good. So immediately I was like, this ain't black enough, but not everything's about race, I guess.
You know what? I'm gonna make it about race because I gotta get something off my chest because this is my issue when we get into the dating reality shows, okay? Because I think there's a difference of just having people that represent a certain type of demographic, but do those people actually love and date other people that look like them?
Also, I would challenge and say like, not challenge you, but I would say like, well, we don't know if like black people are just not applying for this show because it's fucking crazy and messy, but it is fucking Houston. So like, I know there's black people in Houston.
Wait, that's like the second Atlanta.
Literally, or is it the first Atlanta?
No, they ain't gonna take us out. Come on now. Trying to fight, like what's going on?
Yeah, I ain't trying to have no Atlanta beef. Sorry about that.
But I'm just saying, like, even when you look at somebody, I know y'all might try to fight me on this, but it's fine. Even when we look at Izzy like white people. Like
he's
white
not black.
Izzy's Hispanic. And Lydia got so excited when she knew that Izzy was Hispanic. But I'm like, Lydia is never gonna be you because Izzy dates white women. Like I knew.
But if it was a normal fucking Spanish woman, he would be all over it. Because he seemed excited right away when he found out that she was Hispanic, and then found out how crazy she was instantly, and he was like, I can't do this. So like he used his language on TV. Like I don't know this guy personally. I don't know if he only dates white people, but like it seemed like he was into the Spanish angle. He just found out that this woman is a lot. I
don't feel like Lydia presented her like true nature yet when he met.
She damn near told him I love him on the second pod date.
I mean, Lydia just want to be loved. How many times she got to tell you? I just want to be loved.
Lydia thirsty. Look at Nicole Rivero. Lydia thirsty. She knows.
Lydia is thirsty. We gonna get into that, but that is my biggest pet peeve. I don't know if people be lying. Do they ask them like, "Hey, do you have dating preferences? Like, who do you normally date?" I don't know if they ask those questions or people just be lying so they can get on TV. But thank you, Eric, because y'all sitting up here trying to go back and forth with me like he date white women.
You don't know Izzy. Is Izzy your friend? Izzy not my friend, so I don't know what he dates. This is Love is Blind, right? Like, does he know that Stacy's blonde? Huh?
First of all, yes, he do. Because first of all, when Johnny started talking, he was like, "Oh my God, I just love your voice." I said, "Now, Izzy, what about Johnny?" You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna present my case. I'm gonna present my case. Okay.
Yeah, bring your evidence. I'll bring my lack of evidence.
I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna bring my evidence. But one of the things that I did like in the beginning, I will say that one of the contestants, the black contestants, actually was talking about like, do you go to therapy? Like that should be a question. And I was like,
was it Chandra that asked that?
I don't know, because
It was in the beginning. See, you didn't even watch it.
Well, I watched, but I only know the black people that actually, made it.
Yeah. It was in. I know what you're talking about though. In the beginning, when I think she said maybe Vanessa asked like, "What's a question that you would like to ask on a date?" Da, 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 da.
Yes, I'm glad that there's other people who agrees with me.
All right.
I feel seen.
Yeah. All right. Do your thing.
I'm just saying, what is your, if you were on a date, what is like the most important question you would have to ask?
If I was on Love Is Blind?
Just in general, Love Is Blind or that?
Well, no, I think Love Is Blind is different just because you can't see anything. So like I think it's like and quicker, so you have to ask deeper questions. Because if I'm on a normal first date, I'm not asking you like these deep ass questions because they only have a small window of time. But so they have to like escalate it faster, which is fine. If I was on Love Is Blind, what's a good question that I would ask? I would ask their family dynamics, like who did you grow up with? What was your relationship with your parents and siblings, and how many siblings do you have? Do you have a big family? Do you have a small family? Where are they from? Where did you grow up? Like that kind of shit.
Okay, let me write this down whenever I decide to start dating again.
There you go, gaslighting all internet. Do your thing.
I'm done. But also too, Uche, I knew I didn't care for Lyche
immediately.
When Lyche was sitting here talking about statistics on marriage, I said, honey, are we on a date or are we in school? Like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on? What's happening?
He talks to everyone like he's interviewing them like for a job that like, and only he's hiring. Knowing like in real life, she's also trying to fucking hire you or not hire you. So like, don't act like you are the prize when you're not even like, yeah, everyone's got a nice thing. Like everyone's got a nice little job and that they're bringing something to the table. Don't act like you're the cream of the crop here.
And that's how Lyche talks. Like Lyche be talking to Lyche is very that's Lyche's name. Lyche is very condescending. Like when he talks to people, like he talks as if he knows that he's smarter than them, that he's better than them. And
he talks like he's never made a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is awkward when he's on air, your mistakes are revealed.
Okay. So. And honestly, let's just be honest, Lyche. Didn't nobody want you but Aaliyah and Lydia. But we didn't know that at the time. But literally, no one wanted you.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I mean, it's like I don't think he's Bartise level, but Bartise had that same energy when he was like, when I walk into the room, I'm the hot commodity, and I'm like, Bartise, where do you go where that could happen?
We don't say that name. We say bathwater.
What's his name?
Bathwater.
Bathwater. Yeah, Bathwater.
Yes, that's that other person's name that we can't say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that like first glance is how I felt about Lyche. And I think that with Lydia, I can see how Lydia has been called too much. Like Lydia actually reminds me of one of my friends who I feel like Lydia probably does have a heart of gold, but Lydia doesn't know how to doesn't understand social cues or knows how to read the room for like what is the right behavior or whatnot.
She has no idea. Yeah. And it's not even like, yes, she's Puerto Rican, but it's like, it's fucking Puerto Rico. It's not like fucking Mars. Like, act normal. Like, I can't even give her that, oh, it's like a language barrier or she like just coming from a totally different place. Like if she said Russia, I'd be like, all right, who knows how they move. Like, Puerto Rico is not an excuse for you to act this extra. Yeah. I don't even think it's a TV thing. I don't even think it's like, trying to put on for the camera. I think that's how she moves.
That's really her. Like, yeah. I really do believe that that's her. And I think that she's probably had a lot of issues of people wanting to be with her because she presents as who she is, which I appreciate because you don't want to change for nobody. But I don't know. So I we'll see. Aaron don't like Lydia.
So then for the initial the first episode reveals, who did you like or like right away? Like what people did you like besides the therapy girl?
Like the people I was like, was I attracted to anybody?
No. Like, oh, like this person seems normal. They seem cool. They seem nice.
I really liked. Are you saying for the guys or the girls?
No, not both.
I really liked Aaliyah. I really liked Chris. I think Chris is just a really good guy. I love Izzy. Can I be honest real quick? This is like a judgment-free
Izzy?
zone. Yes. Let me tell y'all. It's something about Izzy's thighs, okay? Like Izzy's thighs. Have y'all ever seen like a baseball player and then somebody with some like thick-ass thighs and like he be wearing them tight pants and he always be moving his legs? I probably been in the house too long, but it was just something about Izzy's thighs and how tight his pants be. It did it for me. Like I get it.
Yeah, we gotta give you some air.
Okay, I gotta get some air, but I really Chris was my favorite out of the whole bunch of men. Low key, I know that Lyche is trash, but I feel like Lyche is good in bed. It's just something about them people. I know he a freak.
Them people, Nigerians?
Well, Nigerian too. Ooh, one of my best lovers was Nigerian. I never forget him. But
so what are you talking about then? If not Nigerian,
it wasn't Nigerian. But now that you bring that up, I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe I have a type. Maybe what am I saying?
Yeah, you gotta go to them Afro beats parties.
I can't dance, so I ain't got no
rhythm. You just got a two-step in the corner, and then have them niggas teach you the line dances and shit.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. Do they got Afro beats in New York?
Hell yeah.
Okay, you gotta tell me.
Supposed to go to a party tomorrow, but that shit might get rained out and tight.
Okay, well, you gotta tell me where I was supposed to go when I get there. But yeah.
No, I got you.
So those were the people that I just remember. How about you?
I did like Chris. I like JP, honestly. Like, I know he's...
Who is JP?
JP's the Captain America. I call him Captain America because he got the American flag everywhere you go, like a blanket.
Trump, he made me think he a Trump supporter, but continue.
I mean, I get why you would say that, and he could be, but he just seems like a nice guy, and he didn't like play no games. Like, he liked the girl, that was it. Told the girl he liked her, the girl liked him. It was like, to me, he had no like red flags, unless I'm just like looking into like what he might be into politically, which he didn't give me any clues. But he's a firefighter, so like you could be like a pro-American for Trump, or you could be like, I'm a what does it call it? Essential worker.
He's giving me Trump, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. If he is, then I hate him. But I liked him right away because he was just cool and drama free, which is like rare. Of course, Aaliyah to me, she didn't have any red flags to me. I thought she was cool and like overly forgiving to Uche. I don't like. Weird.
She's way too forgiving, but I'm just gonna say that's her age.
Hey, she's 30 plus, no? 32?
She's in her 20s.
Oh, is she 28?
27?
Do I have the thing? Hold on.
I think she's 27. Okay.
So fair.
The real questions, okay? I don't know why you let me slide.
JP was probably putting out a fire in his home state of Texas. I'm gonna go social media stalking before my next video, so I know.
Yeah, I gotta.
But overall, if you just watch the show without digging into it, he didn't do anything wrong, and none of y'all could point to anything he did on the show. Y'all just digging in because like it's funny.
He wears the American flag a lot, and that's normally the first day.
Wearing the flag of your country should not be a crime. Should not be.
It's actually against the flag code to wear the American flag, and I wish that more people knew that.
Yeah, but white people and black people do that same shit. Like, how many women you seen with a American flag swimsuit? It happens. Every race does it.
They got to let it go. Lead it in 2023, okay?
And the fact that he does wear it should mean that he's less Trumpy, because a real Trumper wouldn't wear it, because he's so pro-American that he wouldn't even disrespect the flag like that. So the fact that he's willing to disrespect it, then he maybe he's not even Trumpy. But someone in the comments, tell me something that he did in the show that was a little weird. Just treated this girl nice, that was it. The American flag is the red flag. Here we go.
I'm just saying. They said it. I mean, I said it too. It's okay.
He's literally wearing the American flag, not in Trump's America. Like, so obviously, it maybe.
Where do they live? Cool this take place in Texas. This take place in Texas. Come on.
Yeah, they live in Texas, but it's like the American flag is run not by Trump at this moment. So it's like you're still carrying the flag, and maybe your guy is not president. So then, like, even less of a reason to think that he's fucking. Tay, don't betray Magnum with this white. I don't even remember that fucking show like that. But what does that mean?
Because he was going for the white people. He was defending the white people.
I never wore an American. All right, so Erica Vane never wore it, so no one ever wore it. America. And she called me Tati, so that's disrespectful too. She's anti-American by herself, just saying my name wrong.
You know what? I'm done. Look, We will
JP and Chris, how are they not the same person?
They're definitely not the same person. You bugging right now. They are definitely not the same person.
Because of this flag? He had something in his eye. He had to wipe it off. What, he didn't have a napkin?
It's the little telltale signs. Like, come on now, bruh. Come on now.
No, I'm gonna do a deep dive on this social. See what I find.
Why are you gonna do a deep dive?
I don't want to be fucking supporting this dude if I don't know the truth. But y'all don't know the truth either, so we're gonna leave it at that.
We know the signs, okay? So the signs pointing to we know where he was January 6th. But it is what it is.
Erica Vane, stop driving and texting, but also keep watching. But just watch at the red lights.
Just listen with your ears.
But make sure that you hit the like button and share it with your friends who are not driving.
There you go. There you go. How did you feel about Lydia and Milton? Because they were having a moment because they're both like geologists. But
no, Lydia's mad fake.
Like, what?
Lydia's mad fake. Lydia goes on TV and tells the world, I'll never be loved. You know how hard it is to go on Love is Blind and find someone that likes you? Like, it's not easy. A guy liked you immediately and you didn't care because he was younger than what you wanted. So don't tell the world that you're never the one that they choose, because fucking Izzy dumped you. Like, this guy liked you before Izzy dumped you. You just wanted to ignore it. So, like, get out of my face. Milton is just as nerdy as you want. Seems like a nice dude. Of course, he is young, but it's like, whatever. It's fucking Love is Blind. So, like, part of how you look is like your age. Like, it shouldn't matter. Some people are more mature at 24 than the older people on the show. I would say Milton's more mature than Uche.
I'm very shocked at your takes. He's 24 years old. There is no reason a 30-year-old should be speaking to a 24-year-old. It
don't matter. You just said to the world that no one loves you.
But Milton is emotionally immature.
What did he do? She tried to date a guy that she dated already in the pods at 30. Like, that's not how the show works. She got in the pods with Uche, realized, hey, anyone, like, if me and you were on that show and we dated, I'd be like, all right, tell the producers, I know this girl, let me get a new match. She tried to keep doing it with him.
You wouldn't think it was a sign? Like, out of all the people, we end up together.
If it's a sign, then cool. You tell the producers, hey, let's get out of here. Like, we're going to end the show and trying to work on the relationship. She tried to do the show with him. How does that even work? Well, she's 30.
She's desperate to be with someone. But I don't think there's any business that a 30-year-old should be talking to a 24-year-old, yet alone getting married if they do make it to the end.
I think being 24 and getting married is nuts. But he raised his hand to be on the show. He knows what the show is. So who am I to judge that he wants to be on the show? I'm sure people who are 42 don't want to get married. Then what am I supposed to do? If a 24-year-old wants to get married, do your thing, bro. I think it's young, but I'm not that dude. If that's what he wants. There's people who get married younger than that, and they're still married.
And I understand that, but do they have the age gap?
6 years?
We always get into this debate. It is not the years. It is what the actual age is. There is a difference. Like, there is a difference, for real. When you were 24, like, have you been in any serious, like, real serious relationships?
Hey, again, I told you, I think it's nuts to get married at 24. However, I know that there's people who want to do that. And there's people who live in places where that's normal. I'm not from one of those places. So for me, it's insane. But if this guy took the time, who's like, obviously like not dumb, like this guy's obviously intelligent and seemed to be mature. He wasn't doing anything like annoying that I saw.
Intelligence, and then there's actual, like, he literally told Uche,
no, that's fair,
the professional, that he couldn't, like, he didn't want to talk about it. Like, he told Lydia that he doesn't feel comfortable talking about his emotions.
Yeah, but a lot of people go on that show at 30 plus and say the same thing.
And yes, 30 and 36.
Even Stacy said the same thing. Stacy's like, I'm not good at talking about my emotions. I never open up. Stacy, one of the oldest people on the whole show.
And that's a red flag too. And that's a red flag that Izzy should have paid attention to as well. I took issue with her saying that as well. You too damn old to not know how to tap into your emotions. The hell? I'm just saying. Like Terry Jackson said, you're literally in two totally different places. Like, I don't care what experience that you've had. I know that Milton had to grow up longer after we found out about, his backstory, but no.
I don't know. You can't tell me that Lydia is more emotionally mature than Milton. That's all I'm saying. Lydia's 30. If you had them side to side and you didn't know how old they were, you would say that this is the younger one, and you'd be looking at Lydia.
You don't think
the way she acts is crazy.
You don't think Milton look young?
Looks young or acts young? What are we talking about?
Both.
They both look young.
They both.
Milton mustache twice as thick as mine.
Milton, even when he's saying like what he liked about her, like it was nothing of substance, in my opinion. He really admired her maturity because she's 30 and he's 24. Like he liked that she could tap into her feelings, that she can be who she is. Like if you really listen to what Milton was saying to her, like it was nothing on a deep emotional level.
But is Lydia more emotionally mature than Milton?
I think
that's all I'm asking.
In a certain way, yeah. And I would say what gets Lydia in trouble is Lydia is so desperate to be loved that she ignores the signs in front of her. She ignores the red flags because she just really wants to be loved by somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, this nigga said I like you and she didn't care.
I mean, it's fine.
Like she just like just keep that same energy. Like just say like the guy you like didn't like you. Like you don't have to say no one loves me. Like you don't have to like drag this. Like you're telling me you were dating a guy on the show 3 months ago. He dated you. Someone chose you for even the 3 months. Then you go on the show and the guy likes you right away. Then I got to hear you on the confessional saying no one ever chooses me. Maybe it's you.
I think for me, because I am someone who has been single for so long, and I did go through that period where you have this like you just feel this dread, like you're never going to be with somebody, like you're never going to get married, you're never going to be able to do the things that you see your friends doing, and that weighs on you as a woman, especially when in our society we're judged on if we have somebody, if we're married, if we have kids. It's like if you're not doing those things, then you're
that's not right.
Life. It's not right, but I'm trying to give some insight because I felt the way that Lydia felt. But I think what Lydia needs to do is
you just said you were single. You said you've been single for a long time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I have.
Lydia wasn't.
Lydia wasn't because she was just going for anybody though. Like Lydia's literally talked to herself. Lydia didn't even like Milton. After the first conversation they had, she had already dismissed Milton. Like, I don't want to talk to you. She only gave Milton the time of day because she went to talk to, because Izzy didn't want her. She never was even considering Milton.
If I take her word for it, she said, unless she could be lying, of course, everyone can go on TV and lie. She said, I didn't think of Milton because he was young, but then when he started opening up, I wanted to give him a chance. Now, of course, she could be lying and just saying like, well, I only gave him a chance because Izzy dumped me. I'm just saying, like, if we were to take these people at their word.
I can't take them at their word. If Izzy wanted
Milton definitely just wants to talk about those goddamn rocks.
You know what? I can't. It's fine. It is what it is.
Also, put that comment from Erin. She said something about she got a friend that's 12 that's dating a 30-year-old, something like that.
What, the 50-year-old?
Yeah, Erin Jones, my friend, has a 24-year-old boyfriend. She's 36 and they happy. Look, it happens out there wherever they live.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out Erin Jones. She know the truth.
Do your thing, okay? Do your thing. That's y'all business, okay? Do your thing. I mean, okay. So let's talk about.
It's like another huge thing. It's like somebody thing could be just their thing. Because just because it ain't my thing, don't mean that it got to be their thing. Like, I would never go on Love Is Blind at any age, much less 24. But I know there's a nigga that wants to be on it.
I would go on Love Is Blind.
Yeah, cool. But I'm just saying, like, I think it is weird that he wants to get married at 24, but it's like he can make that choice for himself. Like,
I think people sign up for this stuff and never think that they're going to get chosen. And then when they go, they still don't think that they're going to. I don't think anybody takes the concept of Love Is Blind seriously until they actually get there and start doing the experiment.
Yeah. Plus, you have to think like, and I don't know Milton, and I'm sure we're talking about Milton way too long, but there's some niggas that some people that you can see and be like, they want to be on a reality show. I don't think he's that type of person. Like, there's some people on the show who are like that, who give me that kind of vibes, but he's not even giving me that. So it's like, he might just want to be on the show and find someone to marry.
Probably.
I'm just saying, if Erica, sheesh.
Look.
Yeah, my bad, Jessica. I'll just be saying stuff.
Look, I feel like if they do a season of Love is Blind that's 30 and up, I feel like it would actually be a serious show. I just think.
What is it? Who's below 30? Isn't it just two people? Is it just Aaliyah and Milton? Most of them are pretty old this year. Not pretty old, but older than 30.
A lot of them be in their 20s. If you look at the people that they end up choosing, Izzy's 29. Milton's 24.
Let me pull up my little bank book.
Chris 28.
Hold on.
A lot of these people be in their 20s. I really think after this season, they really need to consider changing the age for.
You want to see an old like the Bachelor? They got the old nigga now.
No, I just
the Golden Bachelor.
Aaliyah's 29. Taylor's 26.
Taylor? Oh yeah, Taylor. Yeah, she got to get out of here.
So I'm like,
we didn't even talk about Taylor.
We haven't talked about her yet. I mean,
yeah.
This whole sugar.
All right, let's see. Okay, people who under 30 that are on the show.
Chris is
Taylor
28.
26 for sure. Izzy's 31. Aaliyah's 29. Close enough. Chris is 28. Yep, he's young. Jared was 34. His old ass.
Now
Uche,
they are
old as hell.
They did this 2 years ago. So when Izzy was on the show, he was 29. Now he's 31. So honestly, and Milton is showing, okay, so a year and a half ago, because Milton was 24, but it says Milton's 25 now. So take everyone's age down by like either a year or maybe 2 years.
Listen, Milton he's going to die young. You have to age him up.
I'm not trying to go to hell today, okay?
When do you want to go?
I'm not doing this with you, okay? I'm
trying. My bad. Let's get serious.
Okay. Look, okay, let's talk about Taylor. I mean, I didn't really have anything to say about Taylor. I did think that her and JP are a good match, like Country Bumpkin. Now, looking at JP, and Lord, I want to go heaven, okay? But looking at JP and looking at Taylor seems like somebody who is very into looks. And like she said, she started talking about that man Gap. I don't think
that man Gap was so small. I didn't even notice he had a gap. She's going crazy with that.
It's how he talked with his mouth too. Like, I don't think she finds him attractive at all. Like,
I think that you're right. I think you're right, but I also, and I can't prove this, but here's go to whole live. The whole live is about saying things that we can't prove, all of the comments. But I think she used to be heavily overweight and lost the weight. That's why she says that she had a hard time loving herself and she just figured out how to love herself. So for me, I think that's rare for someone that had that kind of journey to be so looks focused. Because like you didn't grow up like typically hot. So it's like usually they would go on a show like Love is Blind because they're like, no, looks don't matter. So it's like she's like acting kind of weird. Like I agree with you, but she's acting kind of weird for what I think that she was.
I think, okay, here's my thing. Because I have an interesting take on this. Because for me, and I've been, as someone who is on a weight loss journey, I've been trying to figure out like, would I talk to someone that is overweight or would I talk to someone that's not as attractive? And I've been kind of going back and forth on it. And even from like a weight standpoint, you don't want to go back. And like,
yeah, and you like what you like. You're allowed to like what you like.
But I don't even think it's that. Like I've dated, I like me a bear. Okay, like they like.
I know.
I like me a bear, but I also want to be with somebody now because at my age, I feel like health is so important now. I want to be with someone be around forever. So like if you aren't interested in just being healthy, not even like losing a certain amount of weight, like I feel like that is something that is important to me. And I couldn't be with somebody who wanted to do that. Now, from a look standpoint, I didn't try to date people who I didn't find as attractive, and they trash too. They trash. So, I mean, you just gotta.
I think you should date people that you find attractive. Like, there's no standard of attractiveness. I'm just saying.
I can find a man attractive, like if he's funny. I can find a man attractive if he like is chivalrous. Like, there's a lot of things that can attract me to somebody, right? It's not. I feel like looks is the first thing that you see, right? But It felt like Taylor was like trying to give him a chance. Like, yeah, he's not somebody I would like, but this is the person that I've fallen in love with.
I just think like JP is not Chris Evans, right? Got it. That's fine. But he, to me, it seems fine. And like Taylor's not that hot. Like, so it's like, what are you even talking about on TV? Like, what are you saying? What are you actually saying? Because we can see you too.
What you trying to say about Taylor?
What's the next couple that you wanted to talk about? Because I think my headphones, I'm out of the chart.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is like, what kind of like, just think about the mindset. You talk about emotional maturity. Your mindset, you fell in love first. You fell in love quick, hard. Y'all both love each other, whatever. Quickly, cool. The curtains come up, and the first, second, third thing you say is, I wouldn't have gone for this guy because of his gap. What's the point? What are you doing here?
I feel like we're reading too much into this. At the end of the day, like she said, she loved him, but also too, you cannot help but to size up your partner. You can be like, I love my baby, but I know my baby ain't no 10. Like, that's fine, but you still love that man. It's okay.
But give my man the honeymoon phase at least. She's doing the same thing that what's her name did last year. She's doing the same thing that this girl did. Who's the girl from last season that we hated because she was so mean? They call her Mr. Bean. Her and Micah were friends at first. They were kind of the mean girls.
Oh, the Russian chick.
The one that what's her name left to go with.
I can't remember.
Yeah. So Irina, thank you, pterodactyl pie. Irina. So Irina right away said, "Oh, you're looking weird. He's staring at me weird," which is like, okay, maybe he was doing that, but it's like you just met this guy. Like, these are the first things that you're saying, so we know it won't work. So like when we all thought in the pods this could work because they love each other so quick, now it's like you just ruined it, or maybe you didn't. We'll see you in next episodes, but
you know what? That's fine because I can't wait to talk to you after the second batch because I'll be very, very interested to hear your thoughts on this going forward. So I'm gonna just keep it cute for now. I'm gonna keep it cute and
keep it cute,
and we gonna definitely pick this back up next week. Okay.
I cannot wait.
All right, you know that's fine. We gonna do what we gonna do, but let's talk about the whole thing between. I could talk about Izzy. I don't know what attracts Izzy to Johnny. I don't know what attracts Chris to Johnny because Johnny was giving me trauma, like red flag. When she said, like, you know, my mother said,
oh, marriage is not for you.
Not funny. But with her, if your mama is telling you that marriage is not for you, and this lady is saying that she has dated people with, like, you know, substance abuse issues, like, it's just given, like, do you love yourself first? Like, do you, like, are you ready to date?
I have a hard time figuring out what they're seeing in Johnny, because even sometimes though, if you have like a lot of trauma in your past, like a lot of the times that makes you like overly funny because like that's how you handle it, so like people get attracted to you that way. You're like, oh, you're mad funny. It's like, oh, I'm just dealing with child. Like a lot of comedians are like fucking just, you know, they have a crazy childhood and stuff like that. So I'm like, she don't even like she's not even that like personable. So it's like you're only bringing baggage. I find it odd why they are like having this war with her or battle for her. That was toilet paper?
Yeah, I was, you know, yeah.
You don't got like regular tissues? Like Kleenex? I was wondering.
Are you judging me? What's wrong?
Nah, because you know what I'm saying? Because I got the puffs. If you want to, I got to send them over.
Oh, so you got money?
Yeah, it's there. Everything is a name brand over here.
So you got money?
Because it got the plus lotion, so I got the extra E. Oh. You know, in the commercial when the guy goes, the little kid goes.
If you got money, just tell us you got money.
Look, it's a weird flex.
Okay. Oh, I'm just saying because I just use my Charmin, but my
oh, Charmin? What costs more, Charmin or that? Let's talk about it.
I mean, I don't have money to buy tissue in addition to toilet paper, so I'm just saying.
It's a different texture for your nose. Your butt cheeks.
To blow my nose, so let me just go ahead and talk this since you wanted to call me out.
Yeah, you rolled it up on screen.
You sitting up here going after Taylor. What you doing to me? You attacking me?
Yeah. My bad. We gotta remember that we're on the same team here. I forgot about that for a second.
But I guess let's just scrap all of this. We just gonna talk about these people in the situations they in, because I can't go through all these episodes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing about the Johnny, Izzy,
Chris triangle,
Stacy triangle, or quadruple square, whatever.
yeah, square.
Okay, I felt like Chris is a really great dude, and kudos to Chris for being vulnerable to share, like, you know, him being assaulted. I think I really love, like, even JP sharing a story about like his childhood with his mom. Like, I really love that the men felt vulnerable and opening up to like share their stories. I thought that was really dope. The thing with Chris is Chris reminds me of that type of person who like just is the really great person and just wants to take care of somebody. Like, I feel like Chris feels like he can just save people, and maybe because they feel like, and maybe that's what connects all Johnny to both of them, because they've had all these traumatic experiences. But I just feel like I'm happy that Chris chose himself, but I just felt like Johnny was very fake, and how she handled that situation. I mean, I felt like she went back to Chris because Izzy told her no. But the
We
problem
know that.
is her flipping, like, literally what
She told them, she literally lied to both of them.
Literally lied.
Well, she lied to one of them.
Well, because I think what she told Izzy was the truth and how she felt.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But this is my number one issue with Johnny.
Oh, that's good, Nicole.
And mistakes that people make in this house, like the house with all of the pies. Stop telling these hoes who your number one choice is. Stop talking about your business, because you literally gave Stacy all the information that she needed to go steal Izzy. You literally told Stacy why he didn't want to choose you. It's literally the same situation of what happened with Paul and Irina. No, what's the name? See, you about to have me messed up. Zach and Irina, you literally gave the clues of what needed to be done to secure the man. Okay. And I just really want people to stop making that number one mistake in the house. These women are not your friends. They're your competitors. They probably didn't F one of the people that you interested in, Lydia. And you just need to stop doing that. Like, y'all are literally competitors. You're competing for the man that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. And y'all really need to stop talking to these people and sharing all your business. Like, that's my competition. I'm not talking to her.
But you're right. But I'm sure Netflix encourages that to be part of the show, for them to share that information. Like, hey, like, if you guys feel comfortable, like, we would love to see that behind the scenes, like, talk about who's your number one, like, which also, even if Netflix doesn't say that, I think that's kind of like natural for people that want to overshare.
We're on a competition show. It's just titled
reality. You're not.
We're competing for the same people.
Yeah, but what is that going to do? Like, if me and you were in the pods and we both like the same guy, what am I going to do? You tell me your number one is, let's say we both want Uche. Ugh. You want Uche, I want Uche. What are you going to do? Now that you know that I want him, what are you going to do?
I'm going to do exactly what Stacy did. Stacy heard what Izzy was lacking from Johnny, and she gave it to him. And that's how she went from number 2 to number 1. And she got the man. That's literally what happened.
But you just said that Johnny's trash. So, like, maybe Izzy just realized that she's trash.
No, because at the end of the day, Izzy ignored. Johnny was low-key right. Like, Johnny was right in what she said to him. Because at the end of the day, we haven't heard Izzy and Stacy talk about anything of importance on what you should be talking to somebody about that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Literally nothing. So Izzy, Johnny was dropping tea. Like, he got a bad credit score. He just switched to another place. Like,
But what did that do? Like, you just dropped that, and he already chose her. You're dropping shade after it's over.
But no, but she was right when she told him that Stacy is her. Like, what Chris is to Johnny is what Stacy is to him. The safe bet. Stacy is more mature. You know, Stacy was able to.
What are Stacy's red flags?
Stacy is red flags.
Why? What are they? I'm not debating. What are they?
someone who is in their 30s talk about they have a hard time at sharing their emotions, that is a mother effing red flag. That's a red flag. You can't share your emotions, but you literally judge Johnny for telling you the truth on that, hey, I've only loved one person in my life, but I do feel like I'm falling in love with you. She was honest. Stacy couldn't even say I love you back to him. And that's fine if that's not how you feel. And I think that's okay. But she literally said, I'm not good at sharing my emotions. What 30-plus-year-old don't know how to share their emotions?
But she said she's working on it. That happens on a lot of these shows.
You literally condemned Johnny for that, though. Then it was wrong for him to condemn Johnny for being honest and getting deep and telling him the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, he wasn't condemning her for getting deep, but he didn't know how deep it was going to be.
But that's love, right? You want to marry me, you got to marry me for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what she was doing. She told that man that she dated people with substance abuse in the first date.
Yeah, but then she said like, "Oh, I married a nigga that I didn't love." Like he's probably like, "What the hell? How am I gonna know you love me?"
Crazy. But the reason she also told him is he used to be engaged to somebody else.
Yeah.
So
he didn't say he didn't love her though.
But I was saying, hey, but she was being honest. Now, do I feel like Izzy had the right to have room for pause? Yeah, because that's a lot. Like you married someone that you knew you didn't love. Like that's a lot to unpack. And I understand why Izzy would have chosen Stacy instead. But when I look at, we're actually able to see both of those conversations for whatever they wanted to show us. I just think that there's room for pause with Stacy as well. I'm just saying.
She seems pretty vanilla to me. I as far as a dating show contestant goes, like her red flags are like, I don't know, pink.
I guess I have red flag. I can't be with somebody who I guess for me, because I know what I would want in a relationship, and I've dealt with people who weren't emotionally mature enough to have conversations to talk about their feelings. I couldn't be with somebody who in their 30s wasn't emotionally capable of sharing how they feel. We've been talking they on 4+ hour dates, bruh. Like that's
you should be with someone that can talk to you about their emotions. But I think what Stacy's bigger issue is not that she doesn't like to share. I think she's not used to just being coupled up, because she said that I'm not used to whatever she said. Like she had a hard time like committing, and that was like her big thing. Like she said in his proposal, after he proposed, she said, "I'm used to flying solo." That's her thing. Like I'm used to going at this alone. So just out of her comfort zone. Some people are not cool with that. Some people are like, all right, I can't do that. Damn, girl, get some water. You want some water? It ain't water.
You said that like I could have.
It's technology. Get with it.
Okay, I'm just saying.
What kind of cup you got? That's a Star Wars cup.
Uh-huh.
You put it on the ground. Oh, damn, you got the new shit.
No, it's old.
Oh, okay. I mean, everybody's like, yeah, man, that should do.
I do have a lovely wine glass, but I need water, obviously, because I'm choking. It wouldn't have held enough water for me. Okay. So how did you feel about
getting old? What? Yo, what happened?
I don't know. Let me get a cough drop.
A cough drop? Listen, all right. Let me talk to your people while you go get a cough drop.
You talk to them. I'm gonna get my lights.
What should I talk to them about? I'll talk about. All right. Let's see. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to Payorwait, or make sure you like the video. Tell your friends that we're talking about Love Is Blind, and we talk about it every week until the show's over. But let's see. Also, I wonder how far her cough drops are, because I don't even have cough drops in here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I ever coughed before. But in the comments, what do y'all think about Stacy? Do you think that Stacy is a red flag? Do you think it's weird that Izzy likes Stacy? Do you think that Johnny should get points for opening up about all her trauma? Let's see what's going on. Can we talk about Uche, or you already did? Amanda, we didn't talk fully about Uche, but we're going to get into that in a second. So Tate, how are you doing? What are you? Yo, thank you for asking. I'm doing good. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Stacy is. That's what I said, Amanda. Yo, Amanda, thank you. I feel you. I just feel like we're used to some of these like, and I don't want to make it racial, but we're so used to these like white girls on the show being like mad red flaggy. Stacy just came in here like, look, this is weird to me. I don't know if it's gonna work, and she found someone that she likes. She hasn't done. I don't think she's done anything wrong yet. That's my personal opinion. Let's see what else is going on. Most of them have red flags. Yes, that's true. I think it takes a starting red flag to even go on a reality show like this, but they're there for our entertainment, so I won't hold it against them. We all got a little red flag, so I ain't let he who was it what they say? Let he who's without sin cast the first stone, something like that. Yeah, so I ain't gonna be casting no stones. Make it racial because she's a comic. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Amanda. I ain't want to say it, but yeah, she just be chilling and dressed up right. You seen that Christian Dior necklace she had? I said, damn, she's not came to fucking play with y'all. Damn, I feel like Johnny only bringing trauma. Johnny not bringing nothing to the table. I'm gonna say that right now. Johnny's not bringing not even not funny. Like his Love Is Blind, but not cute. Like not ugly, of course, but like, hey, where you was at? I almost took your whole channel over. It was crazy.
Look,
it's crazy.
Also, too, I want people to stop trying to talk about their careers like that's the reason that they're a catch. Because when Johnny kept saying, like, did I tell you I was a lawyer? Okay.
She said that to Izzy?
She said that to Chris. But I felt like Izzy, who's also immature, he got excited when she said she was a lawyer, like he saw dollar signs or something. And I was
also, it don't mean nothing because like not all lawyers make money like that because she could be a public defender for all we know.
Exactly. So I'm just
which the world needs. I'm just saying they ain't fucking millionaires.
I just want people to stop getting excited if someone says I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, are you a good person? Because that don't matter.
I don't know if this is Leisha, but she says Izzy does give I'm broke vibes. He didn't give that, to be honest. He didn't give I'm rich vibes, but I didn't assume if I had to guess the guys who had a low credit score, I don't think I would have thought it was Izzy. I don't know if he gave me those vibes.
Izzy gives me those vibes.
That I'm broke?
Not if he was wearing socks with dress shoes, bro. And his pants was flooding.
You the one literally in your own live talk about how much you like this nigga's pants. Now look at you.
So obviously I was staring at his legs a lot, and I saw that he had on some ankle socks, some like blue with gray trim ankle socks.
Izzy is an insurance salesman. He's broke. They don't make money.
Depend on what type of salesman, but no. I don't know.
MLM, nah. Is he giving MLM? Nah, that's crazy.
Where is that at?
Crazy. Huh?
What's the multi-level marketing.
Yeah, you know them pyramid schemes. Yo, is he on a pyramid scheme? That's so fire.
I'm just saying, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I think Izzy made the right choice as far as I felt like Johnny still made a great case for herself, and I felt like she was low-key right about Stacy, and Stacy could prove me wrong. You never know. But I didn't feel like that if for Johnny to even know that he had like bad credit and all these things, like they were like actually giving themselves like their full selves,
full story.
Like remove the veil of the representative person, like for her to even know that tea on him. Yeah, I just felt like we never saw him and Stacy talk about anything important.
But also, it could be just how they edit it. We're not seeing everything.
Okay, it could be how they edit it. But I do want to get on why people don't follow up on good key questions. If Johnny, when he was telling Johnny the story of him finding out that wasn't his real dad, did she not follow up to be like, well, did you meet your real dad?
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair thing. I think that there's a argument to be made where people say, I don't want to push it or pry. If they feel comfortable bringing it, further, then we can go there. But
we have to unpack that, and the fact that he said he was engaged once, because I would have been like, well, why did the engagement end? What happened?
Yeah, and hopefully they asked that in the pod. Hopefully she asked that, like, what happened, what went wrong. I would imagine they had to talk about that, but maybe they didn't show us.
Production, because I'm like, why didn't it show us?
No, they should have shown us that. That's important because I want to know. Like, I want to know what, like, maybe she was Jehovah's Witness and it was like one of them arranged things, and he had to get engaged to her, and he didn't even like her in the whole first place. I just made a whole storyline for this nigga.
Wait, who was too busy smacking Talia?
No, I ain't gonna lie, Aaliyah be snacking her ass off. Damn, she went to the core of the earth.
Okay.
She went scientific on it. She went geologist on it.
Full geologist. They're too busy talking about themselves. Yeah, because I was just like,
isn't that the problem of all dating?
The Bathwater story with Raven, when Bathwater was talking about how his mama met like her old love, and Raven never asked a follow-up question as to what happened.
Yeah, Raven didn't give a fuck about that shit. She doesn't do these fucking sit-ups.
Basically. I don't know. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. How did you feel about the whole interaction, like, of Chris, like, choosing himself? Because I can't, if I was Chris, I would have never even gave her the time of day to talk to me again.
Yeah, no. And that's when I thought, because immediately most people would have been like, you ain't gonna there's a lot of number twos in a lot of these shows, right? So it's like, it doesn't work out with your number one, you end up with the person that you didn't like, that you wanted second. That's fine, whatever. But the way he got number two was so crazy. I was like, oh, he's gonna fucking flame her. But then when he even agreed to sit in the pause with her, I was like, oh, he's gonna fold. So when he did choose himself, I was pleasantly surprised, because I thought that the fact that he took the date meant that he was like willing to like just go through it. You better spell your baby name right, Amanda, if you wanna bag this nigga. Chris made such a very rare reality show right choice.
Yes.
It was so good.
I'm just saying.
Stacy is trash. What did Stacy do? Oh my god.
I'm gonna say
Stacy is trash.
I'm gonna say Stacy.
Unless she's seen more than I've seen. Like, you've seen enough of 4 episodes of this TV show to call this woman trash. That's crazy.
I don't think Stacy's trash. I just never felt like she liked Izzy like that. Like, I felt like she was.
No, I agree with you. I agree with that. But that don't make her fucking trash.
Winning Izzy, then like, does she actually like Izzy? Did I really leave my role?
I kind of don't even know why they like Izzy. Because he's attractive, but it's fucking Love Is Blind. So it's like,
yeah, but he sounds nice. Izzy just seems like a nice, fun guy. Like, for me,
fun.
Yeah.
No, he seems like a nice guy. He don't seem fun.
He was doing the bachata. He was doing the merengue with his thighs. No, you do.
I mean, if you like it, I love it. What do you think, right? I'm trying to uplift you.
Okay.
You gotta waste your toilet paper now?
I don't feel like getting up right now. I'm in a comfortable position.
Holy moly.
I can't believe y'all really don't like Izzy. What is happening? Why?
Hey, that's the same logic that got Izzy Uche messed up. I don't get the attraction for Izzy. Yo, single white female took me out right now. The thighs have y'all hypnotized. Trying to get your life. Same. He gives me the ick. I don't know. That man is so interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't get the Izzy hype yet.
Definitely got me hypnotized. Okay.
Listen, I hope you get to interview him.
I didn't. I'm not gonna say who I got to interview because I don't want people to read into it. But I have.
All right. We don't gotta get into the spoilers. All right. We'll just be but we'll just see who you interview when you interview. All right. Stalker vibes. Sheesh.
Y'all are like truly. Let me look up Chris Daughtry. I can't remember what he looks like. Let me look it up.
Chris from the show?
No, Chris Daughtry from. Is this a Chris Daughtry from like American Idol?
Who is Chris Daughtry? Let me see. Oh God.
Rock band.
Yeah, he looks like him too, for sure. But Chris Daughtry looks like a fake ass Vin Diesel.
I'm so done with y'all on so many multiple levels today. That's fine. Izzy's veneers were veneering. That was the other crazy thing of that Taylor said that about JP, because I was like, Taylor, it looks like you have veneers while you talking about somebody's teeth.
Taylor got a lot of things that's just a little different.
Yeah, I don't know.
She got some stuff.
Did we talk about everything else outside of the most important thing that happened in all 4 episodes? Oh, the Uche and Miriam discussion, though. I was like, Miriam, Get your story together, girl. Like, what are you doing?
What story?
When he was asking her questions, like, what do you do? He's like, I'm a scientist. And he was like,
oh, when she was like, oh, no, I live here now. Yeah.
But she's like,
but she said it wrong. Yeah, she said it crazy wrong.
I said, what? And then he was like, so then she started doing skincare. I was like, so what skincare products are you selling, honey?
That was so interesting to me. Someone in my comments said that they think that she's selling skin lightening creams.
I can believe it. That makes sense now, actually.
I hope she's not, but maybe she is. But I also thought that was a red flag for Uche, because in my video, I talk about how, like, she's saying interesting things. She's well-traveled. She's not from the U.S. He's not asking about any of that shit. He's just asking when you're going to live here.
No,
she's telling him, I teach kids in the Middle East.
Are you serious?
And he said, when you coming home?
Because why am I talking to you if you live in the Middle East? Because my black ass not.
But let's say you live in the Middle East, but like I'm on a fucking date with you. Like, that's interesting. What do you teach them? How did you end up there? Like, you're asking like just logistical questions.
Because it's not, the math ain't math, and what I'm asking you very basic level things, and you can't even get that right.
Yeah, but if you told me, like, if I told you, like, I'm in the Peace Corps and I'm fucking, like, I don't know, trying to change the world, and you're like, okay, but like, when's your birthday? I'd be like, what? Are you even hearing what I'm saying?
Now, I don't want to take up for Lyche, but I can't rock with that one.
I'm rocking with Miriam on this one because I was like, damn, this woman has like such an interesting story, and he doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit.
She sounded like she's a scammer.
Damn, that's mad racist.
How's it racist?
Just kidding.
You ain't shit.
Yo, Gifty Lee, my name is Tate with an I. Sheesh. She said she was teaching in the Middle East. What the hell? I gotta watch that shit again because I swear she said that.
I didn't remember no teaching in the Middle East, but to each his own.
She said that. She said she was teaching kids in the Middle East. I literally wrote that down. Her skin, I did get scammed. Oh, y'all dragging her. Y'all asked for black people on the show, and then y'all drag them. That's crazy.
Because she's scamming.
Yo, that's crazy. You can't call the fucking Nigerian a scammer. That's so crazy.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I don't generalize Nigerians.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, she teaches MLM. She teaches Izzy how to get. You just need just $200 to sign up, and then just recruit 3 people. Yeah.
$200.
See, I think Miriam is selling skin bleaching creams. Miriam is a scammer. I guess everybody thinks she's a scammer, so cool. That's cool.
Yo,
here I am trying.
Why was the toilet tissue underneath my chair the whole time? Oh, so disrespectful.
Yeah. Just put it around your wrist. Like a bracelet.
I'm just over it.
When they ask you like Miriam, we'll drag them. All right, I love that. That's cool. That's fair.
When they act sketchy like Miriam, oh well.
I support a nice collective drag.
The story wasn't a story, you know.
No, she definitely was stumbling, but maybe she couldn't hear. Poor Miriam. Oh. All right, you want to talk about your old boo?
Who?
Uche.
Lyche was never my boo.
You literally said he was.
No, I say Izzy is my boo.
No, you said both of them because you said Uche looks like he has good sex.
Oh, I know he got some good dick. I mean, I don't know. Because if my parents are watching, I'm a virgin. And I don't know because, you know.
If your parents are watching, make sure you hit that like button and then just share the video with anyone. What?
I'm just saying. Okay, let's talk about this whole thing because this is like nasty work on another level. Like, Aaliyah was far too kind for me. I would have
Aaliyah was too kind. Go on.
I would tell Lydia to square up. I would have had to fight Lydia. I'm sorry, I would have had to fight her.
Why? You just met Lydia. Why are you fighting Lydia?
I would have fought Lydia because, like, you literally sat there and watched me cry over this lame ass dude for saying I cheated 2.5 years ago, and you know that he lying to me. You know he's lying to me right now. Yeah. You know he's lying to me, keeping a huge secret from me, and you're literally sitting there like consoling me. Like,
and dragging him.
Did you see how she was sitting there when she said, I love him and I want to be with him? And you saw how jealous that Lydia looked. Like, she is like the devil. She is the type of woman that will befriend you just to be close enough to you to know what is going on because she's trying to take your dude. Like, and then at the end when she's sitting there, like she just had to throw in there, yeah, I smashed him 3 months ago. 3 months ago? 3 months ago, when you sitting up here acting like you talked to Lydia like 10 years ago and you just slept with this woman 3 months before we got 3 months ago. 3 months ago. Her telling you his dog loved me, pee at the sight of me. Like, he probably pissed on you because he know you the damn devil. And you sitting up here talking about, I know his favorite color, his favorite car, what his dick look like, what his house look like, all this stuff. No. And you sitting up here talking about, I want to be friends. She's going to be the auntie to my kids. F Lydia. And Lydia can burn in hell. Okay? That's how I would feel. And the fact that she let Lyche gaslight her like that, like, it's even above the fact that you lied to me about this lady, this devil that you were sleeping with 3 months ago. It's the fact that you had the audacity to make me feel bad for being honest with your lying ass, and then to know that you were lying the entire time, bruh. Like, it's bigger than that. It's like bigger than him even just sleeping with Lydia. You tried to embarrass me. You tried to make me feel like I was nothing, like I was beneath you for telling you the truth, knowing that you was lying the whole time, and still didn't say anything after that. I hate him. Like, I would have fought Lyche too. Like, I would have walked into the other room. I would have fought him. I would have beat Lydia's ass afterwards too. Cause like, you in my face just being so damn fake. Like, bitch, go somewhere. Are you serious right now? Like, get on somewhere. No. I'm not trying to be a bigger person. It's F both of y'all. Like, for real. And I'm going to fight both of y'all afterward too. Like, I can't. I wanted to shake. I wanted to come through the camera, the TV. I wanted to shake Aaliyah. Why are you being so nice? You don't owe them shit. Like, why are you being so nice to these? These people are devils. These people are like your enemies. They are not your friends. I don't understand that. I don't understand how she let both of them off the hook like that. That was really crazy to me. Like, that, it still boggles my mind. Like, I'm pissed like it happened to me because I cannot believe that she allowed Uche to gaslight her and manipulate her. Just say how you feel. I can't.
Take that sip of water. Go ahead. You earned it. You earned that water. You earned that water. Shonda had me worried because I thought she was Team Lydia. Ain't nobody Team Lydia. Not on this internet. I'll tell you that right now. Lydia was gaslighting too. Yeah, Lydia's crazy. I mean, it's all complicated, but it's like, you don't know these people, so just tell them the truth. Especially if, as soon as like, if she was like telling Uche, yeah, well, I cheated on this nigga 2 years ago, whatever. Like, he had the window to be like, honestly, I appreciate you being honest, but like, I should be honest with you too. There's a woman here that I dated before, didn't work out. I just wanted to get ahead of that because I don't know your relationship with the girls in the pods or in the quarters. I just want to fucking get over that. But no, he chooses to fucking drag her for this. And it's like so crazy because like, her lie, or not her lie, her truth of cheating on this guy could have never come out. She could have just never said anything. 1000%, I'm gonna find out about Lydia. So like, you're dragging me for cheating on this nigga that you don't even know, while you know I didn't have to tell you that, and you know that I'm gonna find out your truth sooner or later, because you can't, like, there's no way to avoid it. Like, this will happen. There's no world where this doesn't happen, and you found it to be okay to try to make me feel bad for doing something which is less bad than what you're doing or what you did. Like, smashing her 3 months ago, like, at that point, Netflix already told you you're on the show. Like, you were like, that's how new it was. Like, you already knew when you were going, like, where you're going, how long they're shooting for. Like that's like recent shit. So it's like now you're just telling me like how uncompatible were you guys because you were compatible enough to get that bounce back smash 3 months ago. So to me, it's all crazy. And then like Lydia, it's one thing where it's like, okay, you might feel a little awkward being like, look, I don't want to tell her this because then it's going to ruin her relationship, because there is a world where like you could be dating some guy in the pod before the pods, and then now this girl likes him, but you don't like him anymore. There's a world for that. But there's not a world for you to tell me all these things after I literally just told you I don't want to know about what you guys had. Aaliyah, for whatever reason, most women, most people will never just give him a chance, right? After finding all that out. She wanted to for some reason. If she's willing to even do that, and then she just says, look, Lydia, I just don't want to hear about this shit. Like, we could fucking be friends, and I could fucking date Uche. I just don't want to hear about this shit. That's all. And as soon as she says that, fucking Lydia tells Aaliyah Uche's whole life story. How he has OCD, how he has a fucking Tesla, how he has a nice car, how he's fucking everything. The second after I told you, because you know when you're like on the edge with someone, right? Like let's say me and you were beefing, and you're like, "Look, Tate, I'm over it. Let's move on. Let's not talk about it." And I'm like, "Thank you, but let's just talk about it." Tate, I just told you I'm willing to move on. Just shut up. And if I'm willing to be like, "No, but let's just talk about it," I don't care about you. I don't care. So that was my beef with it. I'm like, look, Aaliyah, I think she's whack for even liking Uche in the first place after all that. Because like you're not gonna drag me for some shit that you don't even like. You don't even like. You didn't ask me how was the relationship. You didn't ask me if this guy was beating my ass. Like you didn't ask me how he was treating me. Like you didn't ask any of that. You just dragged me for something that you don't know nothing about. So number one, if you're willing to drag someone not knowing, like you're trying to date me, you're trying to court me. Like I'm not dragging you while I'm trying to date you, and then after I drag you, still date you. Then the fucking gaslighting. Speaking of gaslighting. Well, I once cheated too, but I was 18 and I just kissed her. Who asked for that, bro? Who asked? You wanted to look cool volunteering that stupid information. But you want to tell me about your 18 when you were 18 kissing some girl, but you're not going to tell me about 90 days ago when you were fucking the girl that I'm actually sleeping next to. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's like I felt like Lydia was trying to sabotage their relationship when she kept talking about him. It's almost like she was excited to be like, yeah, F your dude. Like she had why are you excited knowing that you like betrayed your friend? Like that didn't even make sense.
Also, after all of that Uche shit and all that Lydia shit, if you needed another red flag from Lydia, what did you tell Milton?
When she told Milton,
if you're not sure, go ask Uche.
Honestly,
if you weren't sure about Lydia,
I would have walked out. Like that rubbed me, like that truly like pissed me off when she said that because it was not funny.
Like you're not funny, especially where it's like because it's like one thing when it's like some people use humor to break up tense situations usually after it's resolved. You guys weren't like he wasn't good yet. Like he wasn't even good with you, and you felt the need to say this. And you know that if you really were friends with Aaliyah, right? And you know that it's awkward that she likes the guy that you once dated. You know that this is a TV show. She's gonna watch this, and then she's gonna see you making fun of this situation, making light of the situation with Milton. So like, how do you think she's gonna feel? Like, and then if you don't care how your friend feels, then maybe you're just not a good friend. And that is definitely Lydia in a nutshell.
The fact that she was friends with either one of them, that I just couldn't even believe that she like really wanted to continue to make things work with Lyche. Like it was crazy to me.
I wish in life I got as many chances as this nigga got. Just in life.
Bruh. Like this is serious stuff. This ain't no like little stuff. Like I don't know. I just felt like
no, it's crazy. I think people who are willing to move that way. It's like I don't know. I don't want to say that he has a mental issue, but it's like you know that she will find this out. So I would be the nicest nigga on earth if I knew I had some secret like that, and I'm like, I want to keep Aaliyah, so let me just fucking be chill. Oh, you cheat on your fucking ex, man. I'm sure that must have been tough for you. Da 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 da. You know, well, I'm sure the relationship didn't work out. Da da da. I'm hoping to build with you. I'll be on my best behavior.
Isn't that what everybody did though? Like, I think everybody was very deceitful in the pod. I think that Johnny waiting to tell what is his name? Izzy.
Chris?
Oh. Izzy, like what happened with her marriage or what happened with her lover before that was like misleading. She wanted to wait until she felt like she had him. I felt like when Lydia waited to tell Milton what happened, it was trying to be very misleading because she wanted to make sure that he fell for her. Uche did the exact same thing. Like, I felt like a lot of people were actually deceitful and not wanting to tell people who they truly were and choosing the craziest times. Like, literally, Johnny telling Izzy that when she did is the reason why he didn't propose to her.
Yeah. Like, which, I mean, still, like, that wouldn't even work out anyway. What is Johnny bringing to the table?
I don't know. I just think a lot of people were very distrustful this season as far as like what they were willing to say and what they told their partners in the pods versus you know, what happens when y'all are actually together and then you really have stuff to talk about because you're getting married in just a couple of weeks. Like, I think a lot of people were giving trash levels at this point in time.
What do you think was, well, maybe this is an easy question, but what, after all that, she knows everything. I'm talking about Aaliyah. Aaliyah knows everything. She tells him after knowing everything, I'm willing to work through this. What do you think that Aaliyah's straw was that she said, I'm going to leave the show?
I think it was after she actually had time to process it. I mean, if you think about it, Milton only left for a couple of minutes to go back and talk to Lydia, and Aaliyah left for a couple of minutes to go talk to Lydia crazy behind and came back. So, and then it was the fact, like, actually, it just made me think of some more shit. It was the fact that, like, he was like, she just deserves to be with a good person. And I told Milton, it was like him asking Aaliyah, like, what were y'all, like, how is Lydia and Milton's relationship? Like, why are you so concerned about what's happening with Lydia? Like, it's just kind of crazy to me. And then the fact that Lydia, you wanted to still be with him because you're the one, because then she did lie on him. Because we watched the playback and it was you who asked Lyche, do you want to just try this again? And Lyche was like, no. Like, first of all, he didn't even know your voice. Like, you had to tell him who you was. Like, that's,
which is actually crazy because I mean, Uche got a little weird ass annoying voice, but her shit is very like distinctive.
So I'm just like, he's crying like over like talking about Lydia, and I'm just like, she deserves the world, man. Like, that would have sent me over the edge. Like, personally, I just think that because all of this was just coming at Aaliyah so quickly, like, you had this random ass revelation that Lyche decided to throw on you. Then you go talk to the person who is like your best friend in the pod, and then it's a conflicting story. Like, I just don't think she had time to process. You know how you be in a moment and you be so emotional or you be upset about something, and then like you have an argument with somebody, and then when you sit back and think about what they said, you think of other things that you probably, like, questions you should have asked or things that you should have said back.
Of course.
I just think that she had the chance to sleep on it. And then she was probably like, nah, they got me effed up in the world. If you think I'm finna sit up here and talk to this raggedy dude, like, absolutely not. No. Now, when she said I could tell how you breathe, like, no.
That's so good. That's a good callback. I forgot about that.
Yeah, like, no. It was too much. It's too much. Like, I just can't even believe that it got that far for her to even take him back to still be friends with Lydia. Like, No.
Well, I don't know if they're still friends.
Well, I'm just saying, based off of when they was in the thing, she was cool with Lydia. Yeah, Lydia adored her, but she seemed to be cool. I took it as she seemed to be cool with her still.
I thought that when the episode was called "She's Gone," my prediction was Lydia's gone because Milton didn't propose to her and she left the show crying because no one loves her. I didn't predict Aaliyah to leave the show.
Oh.
I'm happy that she did. She should have left a little earlier, but
okay. That whole part is really like that threw me like for a loop. I think it was irresponsible. I mean, I guess I do think it's irresponsible in production to keep something like that a secret on purpose when there's lives and hearts involved. I think that was very disgusting, to be quite honest with you, to make them like keep it a secret. It's almost like production told him like, hey, today's the day that you go tell Aaliyah about Lydia. Yeah, and that's the part that doesn't sit right in my spirit. Or he could have been like, I'm just not, I don't know. I just felt like when the whole thing with her cheating happened, that's when he should have told her about Lydia. I felt like that's
such an easy in. Yeah. It's not easy to get those like, damn, all right, this is the perfect place to like say something wild shit. Like it's like the perfect place. I think it was just a bad thing. It was a dick for contemporary regime, but he reacted badly though. That's fair. That's fair. That's 100% fair, and that was good of him. But that's before we knew any of the Lydia things. So that's not enough. Because I did give him a break. I was like, he apologized, and he knows that Aaliyah didn't have to say this. He said it over and over, like, you didn't have to tell me that. I appreciate that. I think I was falling for you, and I was self-sabotaging. I was like, okay, he was annoying, but he said sorry. But we didn't know the Lydia stuff. That made him not a nice person.
Yeah, it's weird to me because they both said this happened the first day. Because everybody has to meet everyone the first day. So
production, no, it was day one. It was day one.
So production had to have told them that they can't tell her.
No, he apologized before he got caught. Just to be clear, Nicole. He said sorry. He said sorry before we knew the Lydia beef.
Very true.
I'll give him that. But then he just, which is still crazy though. That makes it even crazier. That's why he's not nice.
I don't know. It's crazy she even went to go talk to him after this. Like maybe she.
Yeah, Leah got the hair out. She looking right. I can hold you.
Like I don't know. I don't know how this stuff is gonna work out, but right now, who's all engaged? Izzy and Stacy.
Izzy and Stacy, JP and Taylor, Milton and Lydia. That should be it, right?
Also, too, how do they be knowing they're getting proposed to? It's like they be bummy, and then all of a sudden they be dressed up.
Well, that's because they tell them like what to wear. Because like you can plan any date that you want. So let's say like the beach date, like they tell production like, hey, I want to do a beach date. Can you set this up in the pods? And they do like anything you want. Pretty much they'll make it happen for you. So I would imagine for the proposals, they say like, I'm gonna propose. Can you tell her to dress nicely? Because it's gonna be like a big date. I definitely didn't watch the trailer for the season.
I don't watch trailers.
Love that for you, Queen.
I don't think
Aaliyah and Milton. I mean, that's a pipe dream. I don't know if that would have worked, but it would have been less toxic. Yeah. Taylor, yeah, hell yeah. I think it wasn't me. That's good.
He probably didn't think that they would be that close.
Yeah, but she's back there. That's so crazy. It's so dangerous. What if they are like?
I feel like Stacy was attracted to Izzy because honestly, Stacy looked older than her age.
No, she's made up well. She's got a lot. She got some like I'm making like makeup. Like there's a lot of makeup in there.
Okay, because that's like she definitely looks older, even with makeup, than her.
Yeah, but she's one of the older people I think on the show.
How old was she?
Was she 34? I think. Let me see my fucking list. My list go. Let's see if I made that up.
I'm going to my list because you didn't make questionable judgments today.
Or her old ass. I thought she was one of the older ones. I thought she was like 34. Let me see. I don't even know where that shit's at. Love is blind.
She's 34 now. So then she
So 33.
33 or 32.
Shout out Talia. 33 going on 40. Heard you. She definitely made a Botox shout out. Yes, she did.
Oh, they know what's happening. It was definitely given, especially Taylor. So it's like she knew it was happening. Who do I think will actually get married? Who do you think's gonna get married?
I think I have a hard time thinking that Izzy and Stacy will. So out of everyone, I would have to lean towards JP and Taylor, but I would not be surprised if they did not.
Okay.
Do you think that if he never dated Lydia, that they would have got married, no question?
Yes.
Uche and Aaliyah?
He's a narcissist. I feel like it would have presented in another way. I think if the Lydia thing didn't happen, I feel like she would be, because it's Aaliyah, how she handled this, like, I don't know if he could have did anything to make her leave. If it wasn't something that's crazy like this.
What kind of person does he need?
What do you mean?
Like, what kind of person can marry him?
I mean, a people pleaser.
Fair.
A people pleaser, which I feel like Aaliyah is, but the situation is just too crazy this early on for you to like want to continue. But you never know. We've seen people break up and come back together. So I think anything is possible. I do want to highlight this because I think Uche is somebody who always wants to be number one, and he doesn't want to let somebody have gotten a leg up on him. And I think that even with them meeting up, I feel like Uche is going to try to do something to put himself back on top. I just think that's who he is. So I actually feel like this is an accurate statement.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very, very, very interested in what the next episodes have to bring because I want to see what Uche says out of this. I think I just want to see what he has to say.
I mean, we'll see what happens, but I don't have faith. Lyche is a trash ass person, personally. So.
Milton is a nerd, but I don't find that he's awkward.
Milton is definitely awkward.
Like undatedly awkward. He's just like a little nerdy. Like I think he's harmless and fine.
How you born and a liar? Okay, because that's that issue. He think he the prize, and it's like, but you're not.
Honestly, the first thing I wrote on my notes before I knew anything about his problematic behavior, I literally wrote like the first thing I wrote, Uche seems hella boring. That's like the first note that I have on him.
That's literally what everyone was saying. And even Aaliyah said, I like boring guys. That's literally what Aaliyah said.
Bro, remember when he asked, they were like, all right, let's get into some confessions. And she said how she likes to fucking grab elbow skin and like eat the fucking Splendas and the honeys. And she was like, what about you? And he's like,
nothing.
I like things organized.
No, but
what the fuck are you talking about?
Remember,
what are you talking about?
That there was nothing that he had that was weird. And she had to push him on it.
He said, I like things organized. What are you talking about? How's that a confession? What are you talking about? And his hair looks terrible. Fuck, do something. Like, he definitely do got that bathwater starter pack.
Okay. I appreciate you saying bathwater. That made me smile. Thank you.
I'm trying to learn so I can get to come back to the show.
You're always welcome back. Okay. Even with your trash takes on JP, you're still welcome back.
Oh, you know I'm gonna do a full dissertation on JP. I'm gonna come back like, well, look, this is what the story is.
Because I don't think JP gonna beat the allegations.
Yeah. The allegations are definitely allegating, but no. Go on. I think Taylor had more of a chance of being up in that bitch. She got a little tour.
Okay.
She got a little bit of that twang.
Do
you think Aaliyah's going to get back with Uche?
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked either. If I would give her a counsel, she was my sister, I would tell her don't do that. Because Aaliyah's actually not actually. I don't want to say actually. Aaliyah is cool, very cool. There's no reason you need to settle for a guy like that. Like, I get it. Maybe you want to get married, but like, there's so many nice guys that would love to date Aaliyah. Someone like Aaliyah. She does not need to do that. Lydia needs to take whatever she can get and run.
But this is why I think age has something to do with it. Because I think that I'm a lawyer and I have my own software company and I do well for myself. I think that if you listen to Lyche talk, I think that on paper, you think that Lyche is a catch. And that's why I feel like you have to be at a certain age and have a certain level of experience to know when people are just lying. Or like, Lyche sounds like he's on a job interview when he's talking to people. Very good at like being a representative of like what he thinks people like.
I don't know. Like, Aaliyah doesn't seem to need to like be so desperate. She has a lot going for her. She's an ICU nurse. Like, there's got to be some fucking hot doctor in there. If she's looking to chase these titles, you can find a nice doctor that's not so fucking lame and annoying like fucking Uche.
Well, I think part of that too is they want to be on a show. And you're not gonna be on the show if you don't choose somebody, or if you don't get chosen, rather.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. She doesn't give me those crazy vibes like I want to be on the show. Uche more than her.
Well, the way that she was just forgiving of everyone, that's what it was giving me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I feel like they need to introduce a therapy component to the show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny that, you know, for Netflix, they would probably look at, well, yeah, they have a lot of dating shows, but like their trashiest dating show is obviously what? Too Hot to Handle, right? And the idea for Too Hot to Handle is getting a whole bunch of like hotties. Yes, they're hot, but like they also have like a hard time dating. But they bring in like specialists to help them. So it's like the show's trash and stupid, but it's also not that stupid because they really try to help them with like relationship experts talking about their past and all that shit. So it's like Netflix is willing to help these people who have a hard time, but it's like just because I go on Love is Blind doesn't mean like my shit's together. So they should have that component part of it too, because Netflix has it in their history to like add this part to the show. So I think that it's like a welcome piece. Like I just get to talk to Nick and Vanessa Lachey. How can they help me? These guys are just a celebrity couple.
I think that the series needs to be revamped.
How would you revamp it?
30 plus.
That's it? How does that help anything?
It has to be 30 plus. I will have Nick and Jessica. No, I'm so sorry, Vanessa.
Ooh. Disrespectful.
That was very disrespectful. I would have Nick and Vanessa more involved to share like their experiences, to just have like a married couple to talk to. And I will also have a therapist. Like, you need a therapist. The hosts need to actually be more involved throughout the entire process. And I think that there has to be like counseling sessions. Like once they become engaged, they have to do counseling sessions after that. And it has to be 30 plus. Like there's no reason that 20-some-year-olds are on the show. Like half of the cast that's on there right now, they're all under 30.
But people under 30 get married every day.
They do, but I think if you want people to take this show serious again, that's what needs to be done. Because I think these people are here to be famous and not to find love. I think people like Milton and people like Chris, I think in Milton's mind, like, I think he will probably feel that he has a higher probability of finding somebody and getting married on a show like this than actually taking his chances in the real world. I feel like he's somebody who focuses on statistics and science. And I feel like the data for him made it feel like it would be easier for him to find somebody doing a show like this than to actually go out into the real world and date.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you revamping it. I'll respectfully disagree about the age thing, but everything else would help the show for sure. And it will make people take it more seriously. I agree.
Is there anything else you would add
to the show? honestly, I think it needs like more people, because then if you only have like, now we only have like, let's say Aaliyah is really gone or whatever, you have 3 couples, right? So it's like, it's less interesting with 3. I think it's like more interesting of a show when it's like 5. So it's like you lost 2 already. Chris left, Aaliyah left. So it's like, give more people a chance to like match up, because now you have a show of 28 singles on the. It starts with 28 people single, and now you have only 3 couples that we follow up after this first set of episodes.
Well, I personally think they should segregate. If you
races,
yes,
that's crazy.
I think you should do spinoffs.
It's called Love Is Blind. Like that's the whole point.
But that's not fully true. You can hear someone. If I said my name's Sharonda, you know I'm a Negro.
And my name's Chris. What am I?
If you hear me talk, like there's certain things that you're going to know. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, like people.
But if Uche's name wasn't Uche, you wouldn't know what he is.
But his name is Uche.
So, but that's my point. His name
is Uche.
Yeah, but like that's what's the point? Like having a black Love Is Blind and a white Love Is Blind. If we're trying to prove or figure out if love is really blind.
5 seasons, and how many black people actually make it to even be chosen after the pods, to even be a couple in that of like an actual black couple together. Who are the black couples together? We had Diamond, who got cursed out because he couldn't be with a bisexual man. That was the first season. That was the only black couple in the first season. In the second season, did we have black people that were chosen?
I don't remember. I definitely don't remember the seasons. I think the only black couples that the Browns are powerful, and then this girl that dated the white guy, Cameron.
But I'm talking about. But here's the thing. Here's my thing about Lauren and Cameron. Production didn't think that somebody like Cameron only messed with black women. They didn't know that. They didn't know. That was an anomaly. The one couple that they never predicted will actually be together is the best couple that they've had since we've had the Browns. Production didn't know that. That was, I guarantee you, if you would have told production that these were the 2 people that were going to get together, that nerdy ass Cameron has a black woman fetish, no one would have believed that.
I think it's interesting, but to
you think
Hey Girl Hayes. Sorry? I think that there's no value in, like, if BET made Love Is Blind Black Edition, it takes more out of it, because if they really want to figure out if love is blind, it's like, okay, like you're hot enough to be on this show, so like, and if I like black women, I'll go on the show knowing that it's fine. They should do it in a way where it is more vague or more generic, where it's like, oh, I don't even know your name, your number, you're B, or you're 36. Like you're just a number. I don't know how old you are. I don't know your name. Yeah, I can know how you talk. Yeah, if you tell me you live in fucking Compton and you grew up, around the Williams sisters or whatever, like, okay, maybe I can figure some things out. But if they really want to find out if love is blind, they're not going to segregate the races and make 2 different shows.
Love is Blind only works and you don't know what they look like, but you know their race. Like you know their race. Like, come on, like.
But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. If I raise my hand and say, I want to go on Love Is Blind, what I'm saying is, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what you look like. You could be fat, hot, 10 out of 10, 1 out of 10. You could be Jewish. You can be, that's the point. So like, they need to do a better job screening people, because some people really don't care. Some people really go on the show like, I don't care what you look like. I'm really here to try this. But most people do. So it's like, it's a hard thing they're so popular. The show is so popular that it's like if you become a celebrity and then someone likes you. Oh, I don't know if they like me for me or because I'm Sharonda from Payorwait and I'm popular and they want this fame. It's tough. You have to figure that out. So it's like, you have to screen people the right way. But it's like, if the show's going to be Love Is Blind for real, then it should just be more generic. And it shouldn't be like, oh, I only date white people, so I'm not going to date this black girl. It should be people who really don't care. Like not Cameron, but like,
well,
people just don't care about the race.
I can agree with you in that sense, but I think that's in a perfect world. I think that when if you've watched the show, have we ever seen a black woman outside of Lauren even be considering someone who is out, or even be considered by somebody who wasn't a black man?
Question. I hate to answer a question with a question, but let's say you as Sharonda only date black guys, right? Whether it's true or not, you don't have to answer that. I don't care. You probably wouldn't apply to go on Love is Blind because you care about the race of your partner. I'm saying that people that apply for the show should be willing to say the first question, hey, can you marry Jewish, black, red, ginger, blonde, whatever, Italian, Russian? Are you okay with this? And if you say yes, you go on the show. There are people like that out there. I'm just saying, if you really have a type like that, and if you want to date your race, you just don't go on this show. But the show's so popular that people go on the show and pretend they are, so they can get the fame, and it just takes away from the experiment.
Is it pretending though? Because like, if you look at Kwame from last season, if you look at Izzy, like the only person that's been a shocker that they date outside their race is literally Cameron. Shake and Deepti both did not date their own race. Like that was a whole thing for them to actually date within their race. Like I personally feel like production just.
But you're just saying my point. Like those people should not be on a show called Love is Blind.
No, but I said that's the part that I agree with you. But what I'm saying, the problem that I have with the series is that I think production goes for people because they're making it a white center show, and they go for people that they know don't really connect with their own race. Like that's what I'm saying. That's my problem.
I would imagine that they don't get, if you were looking at percentages, a large percentage of black applicants compared to white people, because black people are not trying to get fucking married on TV like this, especially like in a week.
There's a lot of black people, especially a lot of black women.
Yeah, they're getting cast, but I don't know the full pool of people that are applying. I'm sure they're picking these black people because they're like, look, we have to put black people on the show.
I would say the issue is more so not having enough black men. And when I say black men that like black women, that like are actually like, they don't just have a type. Most of these black men don't date black women.
Well, Uche's only really was serious with Miriam and this girl, Aaliyah. Milton, I don't even know what race he fully is. Maybe he's mixed, but he's dating the only other woman of color that's really on the show.
Lydia's not black.
Yeah, but she's she's an immigrant. She's Puerto Rican.
She's not black.
Is he?
He is black.
I don't know that he's black. Oh, maybe
he is black.
So she's not.
That's all I'm saying is I have seen, is my humble opinion, that the black men that they choose are black men that typically do not date black women.
But what part of the application process is that?
Also too, and then the white man that they choose, or the Latinx man that they choose, or the Asian man that they choose, don't date black women. Most of the men that they choose either date Latinx or white.
The only black guys on the show right now are not dating white women. That's all I'm saying.
But he's not dating a black woman either.
Uche, because she left?
No, I'm saying that Milton's not dating a black woman.
But she's not white.
But she's not black.
And I also don't know who he's ever dated before in his past. Like, I don't know his dating history. Like, what if he never dated a non-black woman?
What if who?
Milton.
What if he's never dated? And that's
like, I don't know who Milton has dated before for me to tell the world on your live who Milton dates.
Milton is just an interesting case for everything right now. But the problem that I have is, for most of these reality shows, and you especially saw this in The Perfect Match last season, for the first season of The Perfect Match, it was only one black man that was ever chosen that liked black women. Look at fine ass, what was her name with the fat ass from selling Tampa? And only the Jamaican dude wanted to date her, but Dime don't give me that Dime date black women. Bathwater damn sure don't date black women. So it's like doing a disservice if y'all not gonna pick people who are actually open to dating anybody. That's why I agree with what you're saying. But I think we also have to be intentional about saying black men that date black women, because if you look at movies, if you look at TV, even if it's scripted or unscripted, these men are not dating black women. And I think we have to be very intentional about the images that we're putting out there. Because to be honest, as somebody who consumes media all day, every day, you would literally believe that there is no such thing as black love right now. All of my friends are married to other black people, queer or cis, okay? But if you watch TV, look at the ultimatum queer love. Mal wasn't dating no black woman. And then who Mal ended up dating wasn't no black woman. So even if
but Mal came on the show, and I would 100% agree with you about the perfect match. But that's a whole nother show. The quintessential relationship of All Love Is Blind now is a black couple from last season, just like one season ago.
Can I interject on that though?
Is there a better couple? Tell me.
There's not a better couple, but if you looked at Tiffany's friend circle, low key, I was shocked that they found each other. Oh, I'm just being honest.
You're not even gonna give them props? That's
no,
crazy.
I love them with all my heart and soul and want them to be together forever. But if you looked at Tiffany's friend set, you wouldn't have thought that, like, I wouldn't have thought that she necessarily only dated black men. That's all I'm saying. I actually agree with you wholeheartedly.
And I agree with you.
We have to be honest.
I agree with you
that we don't live in a perfect world. And right now,
no, we don't.
Black women have been under attack for quite some time. And if you look at most of the couples, it's very rare. You had Ayanna and Jared. I think that's his name. You had Ayanna and Jared. Yeah. You had the Browns. Diamond and them, they lasted for 5 seconds, so I don't know. But are those the only black couples that we had through 5 seasons?
No, it's never gonna be right. It's never gonna be fair. It's not gonna be equal. But when it comes to shit that's working,
but I don't know that. But is it working? We've never even seen a white person. We've never seen a white man, a Hispanic man, an Asian man even consider a black woman in, like, to be one of the options of people that he's even dealing with. Like, I'm not even saying just choosing people.
You didn't last, but under the ultimatum, it did work for a little bit.
For what?
The last ultimatum had that white guy that liked the black girl.
In Love Is Blind, we've never seen a black woman be one of, like, the top picks of people that the guys are interested in Love Is Blind. We've only seen that with Cameron and Lauren, and that was an anomaly because who would have thought
I agree.
Only dated black women? So I think that that's why I feel like at this point it sounds terrible, and I get it, and maybe it defeats it. Love might be blind, but racial preference isn't. You can figure that out, okay? So I just feel like because it's not working the way that they're doing it, maybe for Black History Month, just indulge us for one season and give us a black ass Love Is Blind, the black edition, the Negro edition. And let's just, like, because at this point, it would be a joke to go on the show because I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it past the pods because who's going to be interested in somebody? My name is Sharonda.
But that's your name. That's not your energy that you're bringing. That's not your personality.
But I understand that. But for right now, like, that's how people are. Until they can show me that a black woman has been in somebody's top 3, top 5, top 10 choices out of 28 people, like, or 14 people, like, it's a problem. There's a race issue with the show. And I think that it's in the men that they're choosing.
Yes. So to my point, the show is so big that people could go on the show for the wrong reasons. But if they want the show to be what they want it to be, they can't separate the races. And people out there's some people that date, of course, most people have a racial preference, but there's some people that don't. They're just saying, hey, they should hopefully when I never fucking applied for the show. Hopefully they're saying, hey, please, you can go. Please continue the application if you have no racial preference. You're willing to date all races. You don't care. You just want a perfect match in personality and in life experience, and go on the show. You're saying, of course, that's a perfect world. You are 100% right. I'm just saying it'd be hard for them to say, all right, now we're doing the Black Love is Blind. Netflix probably can't do that. If BET wants to do that, that's.
They could, because I've just given way too many examples of how Black women are continuously have been marginalized in this series. And if you even look at the screen time that Brett and Tiffany had last season, it was criminal. They were your most healthy relationship that you have had, and they had the least amount of screen time out of any of the other couples. That they were one of the two couples that actually, or three couples that stayed together. They got the least screen time out of all of them and was the healthiest couple. It is clear.
You know that Netflix is going to focus on the drama. You know that. We're focused on the drama right now. We didn't talk about JP and Taylor barely any time.
We did talk about JP being a Trump supporter.
Is that drama or not? He's not even a Trump supporter, but we created drama. That's how much we like drama. That JP never even said that, but we said it on this live.
When you can tell me a Black woman that was in a non-Black man's top 3, and that, like, then I'll let you have it. But it's
I'm not trying to have it. Like, I'm not trying to be right or wrong. Like, you're saying the right thing.
But I just think that we are living in a crazy time. And if you look at media as a Black woman, I am scared. Because if you pay attention to media, you would truly believe that Black women are unattractive, are not worthy of love, are not worthy to even be considered beautiful. And I think that that's a problem. And I think that if the producers at Kinetic were doing what they were supposed to do, then maybe I wouldn't feel this way. But if we, like, there has to be something that has to change. And I truly believe that the only way that this can happen, maybe they can just start with a Love is Blind Africa. They do Brazil. They have the overseas shows. Maybe they could do a Love is Blind Nigeria or something like that and test it. But I truly believe that the only way that you're going to be able to give Black women and Black men a real chance at love is if you have an all-Black cast. Like,
would a Love is Blind Africa help your opinion of our country? We don't live in Africa.
I think it would help I think we would have to see it.
But they have African shows on Netflix. They have African reality shows, and everyone's just dating. They're all, like, your point is that Black women should be seen being chosen. Like a Love is Blind Africa, I think that's a great idea, or Nigeria, or whatever, South Africa, Ghana, whatever.
I want an American Black series, but I'm just saying.
Right, that's my point. Like, that's what you're really getting at. The place that we live at. Like, I don't know how much that would help what you're saying, which is valid, of course. I'm just saying, would that change your opinion of how Netflix is casting this show here, where it started?
I mean, it still wouldn't change my opinion, but it would just be nice to see Black love on screen. Like, to be honest, at this point, I'm not even looking for people to be married for the rest of their lives. But it's just nice to see Black women be desired by Black men and Black men be desired by Black women. To see people who look like me desiring one another, lusting after one another, loving one another. Like, that's all that I'm saying. And I think that is a huge issue. And I think that they really want to get people involved. Like, they need to do something like that because this is a huge issue. Like, there's not a chance in hell I would have ever thought Kwame was going to be with a Black woman. Never. You can hear Kwame and know that he only dates white women.
Kwame sounds the same way as Uche.
And I was shocked that Uche was even giving Aaliyah a chance. I'm not gonna lie to you, but isn't that just the point? Like, oh, I thought this about Kwame, exactly. But now here goes Uche, who sounds even cornier than Kwame. But just like
who again, I don't know Kwame's dating history. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But it's clear that they have a type of who they want to choose. But until you can't prove to me that Love is Blind outside of Lauren and Cameron, until there's like another reproduction.
But then you can't. You just told me that Cameron only dates Black women, so then it's still not blind.
Well, this is why I know Love isn't blind. Did you ever see Cameron taking any of them white girls serious?
I I promise you, I forgot that whole season already. I don't even know who else was on there.
I never saw Cameron taking any of these white women serious on that show. So I've yet to
I think I would like to see more black women chosen as part of the cast for sure.
Just consider them. These people don't even consider these women, and that's like what's crazy to me is like they're not even being considered. Like I know from what I see in my world, I see lots of couples in love that are black and black women being desired. But I think it's really important that if they want us to take a show like this serious, then they have to be serious about who they're casting. You can still get drama. You had drama with Diamond and whatever his name was, the black couple. You had drama with Jared and Ayanna. Like you can still get drama with black people, but y'all not even giving them a fair chance just based off of the men that you're casting. They're not.
I don't think you're wrong, but I still think that goes down to how they cast and how they want this show to run, how they can say it out loud.
I just think
they're always going to say like, well, we don't want to make it racial. That's what they're going to tell you if you ask them that. If we had the producers on here to do some sort of live interview, we'd say, hey, like, have you thought about the representation here? Well, we're not trying to look at. We do want a mix of the races, but we want to make sure that people have no biases. Like that's what they're going to give you as lip service.
That's what they're going to say, but it's clear biases anyway. Like, I mean, love is blind, but you ain't dumb. Like, you might not know what someone looks like, but you know what their ethnicity is. You literally had your first Indian couple, and the couple that you had was literally people who literally were practicing self-hate. Like that was literally a point of contention. Like, I've never found someone Indian attractive. I've never dated anybody Indian serious. And I was like, what? Like,
what do you think? What do you think made him choose her?
I think that in his mind, he wanted to believe in the experiment. However, the problem was he couldn't get out of his own biases. That was the whole thing. Like, he still couldn't even shake. That's the problem. Once they make it to the real world, just like what we were talking about with Taylor and JP, all of that stuff comes right back in. Love is blind until we see each other, until we're back in the real world. And then all of the things and the problems on why relationships don't last, it comes right back.
But we learned that from season one. Like from season one, we knew that this wasn't working. We're just watching it for the drama.
No, I think after season one, I believed in love with, even though I have my thing about Lauren and Cameron. But if you look at Barnett and I forgot her name, they're still together. They're still going strong. It was a whole other couple that had got engaged off screen. Like, I think that you did believe in that. Like, when you actually see people get married, it does. Yeah, there's drama, but like you see them get married, so you believe that, like, yes, like, okay, like there's love. Like, people were so excited about Brett and Tiffany because it was like, oh, we're here for the drama, but like they actually love each other.
Yeah,
like,
with no drama.
Ayanna and Jared, like, you was like, oh my goodness, they made it. Like, yes.
10 minutes, but they made it.
But I'm just saying they tried, okay? People want drama, but at the end of the day, everybody wants to believe in love. Everybody wants to feel like, okay, the fairy tale can be true. Like, yes, I can find somebody and fall in love. Like, there's still a little part of you that wants to actually believe that love is blind. Whether you truly believe it, but there's a part of you that wants to be proven wrong, that like, okay, I know this is reality TV and I know that this is for my entertainment, but like,
it could happen.
They made it. Like, this could happen. I can be open.
Yes. I agree.
So it's just it's just little stuff like that. But looking at this application,
you about to sign up?
I would apply for it. They're not gonna pick me. I'm too old. And I'm black. But if you look at this stuff, like,
Does it tell you that there's an age max?
there's no age max. Here, how do I share my screen?
You can get on the 30+ season.
They're
Are
not.
you 30 yet?
Am I 30 yet? Yeah, I'm 30.
Exactly.
I'm old as hell. How do you share the computer? Oh, present.
Hey, this your life, girl.
You're not even trying to help me.
I don't even know how to use this thing. I could just join.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you put your name in. They ask for your highest level. Occupation. Are you able? Okay, whatever. Yeah, fine. A 15-second video and tell us why you're ready to find love.
15 seconds.
What the fuck? What are you gonna say in 15 seconds, bruh?
That's crazy.
Upload your best face photo. Please upload a photo with a complete body shot. Try to avoid selfies. Now, if love is blind, why do I need to give a body shot?
Because I have to make sure everyone looks good. That's why it's not blind.
Are you currently open to get married? Do you want kids? What are your hobbies? How long was your last relationship? Why did it end? How long you been single? Describe your dating history. What's the longest relationship you've had? The shortest? Current dating life. Why do you think you're single? Why are you a catch? Where are you currently meeting potential mates? Nowhere, because I don't leave my house.
That's a lie.
What? I don't be like leaving to go find no dude.
Yeah, but you can find a dude at the grocery store.
Well, I was told by my friends that I don't dress appropriate that will make a dude want to come talk to me.
I don't believe that. Your friend's hating.
But that's what I was told. Am I open to dating someone who's divorced or has children? Will any of your personal beliefs prohibit you from being able to enter a Okay.
Do you smoke cigarettes? Damn, these niggas asking mad questions. Jesus Christ.
You know what? I think I've actually applied for Married at First Sight. Oh,
seriously?
Yeah, it's a long. When I say the application so damn long, do you have any conflicts from February 4th to March 22nd?
Look at these clues.
Oh, okay. February 20th. So you know they film
outside the United States. Oh shit! Love is Blind Africa. Just sure.
Have I applied to a TV show?
But wait, you didn't submit the application, or you did?
I don't know if I ever finished the application.
When was this?
Years ago. This is like early on in Married at First. I think after they had their first Atlanta season, and that's how early it was.
Damn.
But
I never even seen that show.
It's a little bit better, but then it got cuckoo as well. But they actually had a pastor, they had a sex therapist, like a regular therapist. So like I had more faith in that. But you had to get married on the spot. Okay. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna apply to this.
All right, what are you gonna tell them about being on TV?
I've never been on TV. Have I been on TV?
Oh, does this count?
No, does it?
Are you gonna apply and go on it, or are you just gonna apply just for fun?
I'll go if I want to be married. I want me a dude. I want to get my back blown out on a consistent basis. Like, yeah.
Sharonda, look, there's kids watching. Sheesh.
They know how they got here.
Look, if you really.
That Joy said, "Do I have a gap?" I'm done.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean,
I would apply. Like, and I would take it serious. Like, I would really try to find somebody. I want to be married. I want to be in a relationship. And right now, like,
damn, I'd watch the hell out of your show. Would you review your own show?
Yep.
I'll review you so good. I'll be like, yo, I don't care about no one else. Sharonda's the best on.
Nice to me.
I'll be like, yo, how does Sharonda on the show with no red flags?
Okay.
That'll be my intro every time, every week, the same intro.
I think my only red flag in dating.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Let me sit up for this. Let me take.
Oh God. Watch the live end right now. You pull the plug on that shit. My only red flag. Damn, we ain't gonna never find out.
I think my only red flag that I do have is it takes me a long time to warm up to people because I've been by myself for so long. Like one of my friends from college, like I think they came over and they drank from one of my water glasses. Like they took a cup and drank from it, and then they took another cup and it sent me. I was like, bruh, you needed 2
Use
cups.
the same cup.
Like what? Like even having someone like I had to sleep back at home and I could hear one of my family members snoring. Like it just took like people leave the TV on. I'm so used to being by myself that I think it would be a huge adjustment to live with someone and to have to actually think of somebody else. So I think that would be the hardest part is me actually being open to or me having just like how they be warming up to people so quickly. I think I would struggle with that. Like even my parents had like a come to Jesus with me because they were like, they stayed with me for like a weekend. And my dad was like, we think like you're a little too comfortable being.
Do you think you open up? That's 2 questions. Do you think that you open up to your YouTube fans?
Yeah.
So do you think that, let's say you go to the pods and you're in some pod with some guy and it's you're clicking shit, so far he sounds nice and whatever you guys are clicking, would that not make you open up quicker?
When I say open up, I mean like actually.
You're talking about live like shared spaces?
Shared spaces. Like.
So you're not talking about like your.
No, I can tell you about my life. I don't care. I'll tell you about my life and what has happened, and I'm good at communicating now. I'm much better at communicating. Like, hey, this what you did right now. Like, I can't deal with people who do these things. Like, I've been in a lot of toxic relationships in my 20s, so like I know what my deal breakers are, and sometimes I might be too quick to cut somebody off. I know what I want and I know what I would find attractive in a spouse, but sometimes it takes me a long time to actually allow someone to know that they have my heart, to be affectionate, like to cuddle, to like do
you have the right to protect that, my friend.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it's weird. I know in past relationships, like a lot of dudes always say, like, you act like a nigga, like. And that might be too much for them because
yeah, but there's also if that's true, there's niggas that like that. Like there's someone for everyone, I think. Like if you act how you act, and that's how you're gonna act, like it's fine. Because there's people that like every type of guy. Like there's might be guys that you like that most women might not like. Like, oh, like the shit that you might like in a nigga, what another woman might be like, oh, I can't believe this nigga does that or wears that or says that. That might be just exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think I will be the person that would struggle. I think I will be great until we got to the real world. Like I will be great. Like
with the pods, you get your own pod. You don't got to share your pod. You don't got to even see this nigga.
I definitely wouldn't be telling these hoes who my number ones are at all. I definitely wouldn't be saying that at all. I think the only thing that I would be nervous about, and this is like something that I do, I've had someone tell me before that because like my nails, I've had just girls like say, I don't think you'll find someone like with nails like this, you know? And so I think that would be something I would struggle with.
Your friend told you that?
Not like any of my close friends, but just somebody has told me that. But I think I would, if that's something that I would go back and forth on, do I keep my nails or do I not keep my nails if I ever gotten chosen for the show?
But Love is Blind, they're not going to see your nails.
They're going to see my nails when I walk out and meet that hoe.
Man, yeah, but imagine them leaving you just because of your nails.
But I feel like this is another Black woman thing. It's cute when it's on the Kardashians, but when Black women have nails, it's ghetto.
But if you like your nails.
I love my nails. My nails, Okay, this is a therapy session now. So when I was younger, my stepdad, who I refer to as dad, my biological dad passed away when I was 5.
Bonuses.
And thank you. And when
Right.
like growing up, he was just super strict for no reason. And I wasn't allowed to paint my nails. I couldn't paint my nails. I couldn't get fake nails. I couldn't do any of that. So that's why now my nails are such an expression of who I am, because when I was younger, I wasn't able to express myself in that way. So,
Yeah.
or even with my hair, like, so that's why my nails are so much a part of my personality, because I feel like I get to like just share who I am, or do like these crazy, like wear these crazy nails. That's just who I am.
Yeah, I hear you. That 100% makes sense. But and it sounds, and it's cheesy. Of course, it's always cheesy when people say there's someone for everyone. But I think there is, like, however you like to present yourself,
But
you're
you
not
don't
hurting anyone.
ourselves from that.
Sorry.
Like, you don't think that societal norms and the fact that everybody is socially um like, because of social media, no one knows how to interact with people in real life anymore.
I think it made it a little challenging. Yes, could be.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like people, one of the things that I struggle with is, like I said, one of my greatest lovers was Nigerian.
Shout out
And
to that person.
one of the biggest things is I am a sapiosexual, and I want to feel like I could talk to you about politics. Like I can be like, hey, what do you think about this poor messaging about COVID right now, and how we're giving out free test kits, but we're not telling the nation that COVID is on the rise? Or how do you feel about us giving money to Ukraine? Like when you talk to people, like people probably don't even know what's going on in politics right now. Like you can't have intellectual conversations with people like that. And that's one of the things that I do miss, is I never feel like I'm intellectually stimulated by anybody that I feel like we can just be on the phone all night talking. Or for people that even like being on the phone. Because people like
Good
texting.
luck.
I hate texting. It take me days to respond to a text message. It's just not
I
something.
didn't want to say it in front of your fans. You get there when you get there.
I do. And I always apologize for taking a long
Yeah,
time.
no, it's fine. You text. You can text back when you have time or when you feel the need. I'm a patient fellow.
I'm just like, it's rough out here. And I know I'm single because I don't go out like that. I don't want to go out because I work all these jobs. But that's why I would be open to doing a show like this. Like, so you mean I only got to dedicate 3 weeks of my time to finding the love of my life? Great. Like, I can manage. I can do 3 weeks. Sure. I'll do that.
Yeah, I think you should definitely fill that out. That would be so far. I wonder what they would think though. It would be so cool though, because maybe because you talk about the show, they want you on there.
I don't think they would
Because
choose.
you're not trying to blow up. It'll be hard, of course, because like you're very close to Netflix.
Well, yeah.
But you're not trying to go on the show for fame. And plus, they could watch this back too. Just they could just click the live.
But I mean, I doubt I get chosen because they'll be like, she's a YouTuber. She's literally interviewed almost every cast of Love is Blind at this point. Or maybe it'll be interesting for someone who's so critical of the show to see, like, okay, Sharana don't do nothing but talk shit. So let's see how Sharana would be if we actually put her in this situation. Like, if we can make a believer out of Sharana, then we can make a believer out of anybody.
Yeah, no, that'd be big. And then you host your own reunion. Crazy. I'll host that shit for you.
I'm gonna be like, Ted, can you get Tate's tape? That's the only person I'll talk to.
Oh shit, exclusive. Mr. Tate.
You the exclusive.
Mr. Tate, please. She says you're the only person that she'll talk to. Oh, really? Netflix.
And then we can still do an after show. I don't know if I could actually do it though, because once
but it'll be the after show with you and your man.
Thank you, because we're gonna speak positivity into the world. But
we only manifest around here.
I think from a legal standpoint, I don't know if I would do the show because I don't think you're allowed to do anything until your season airs. And as you can see from the application, there's 2 seasons that are filmed at a time. So you're always like a year behind. So that means your life was stopped for a year until your season came out.
It would be tough for your day job, yes.
I mean, I could work my normal job, but
yeah, I mean your YouTube job.
Yeah, for YouTube, I think that would be the, and I don't know if that would be worth giving up. I would have to do a lot of soul searching. I'll probably call you and be like, "What do you think I should do?"
You should 1000% do this. Trust me.
You would say do it?
The fuck? Hell yeah. This is gonna. First of all, delete this part. She'll put you on the map, girl. Like after you get chosen, and then it's like a crazy story. It's like this journalist covered our show, had challenges for it, took it upon herself not to just sit there and complain about it, applied for it to try to enact change, literally on the front lines, got a partner that she loves, and now talks about the show with her partner on her YouTube channel. You see where I'm getting?
I'll apply, but I don't.
You know, I mean, hey, we manifest out here. You just apply. That's it. You never know.
We'll manifest for it, but I don't know if I've aged out. I wonder what their age bracket actually is.
I bet they don't have one.
Y'all think I could pass and say that? Maybe I'll say I'm
number one. You know, you look 10 years younger than Stacy already. So I think Netflix cares more about how people look than their actual age.
Yeah, but I don't have like I need to do a new full. I would have to lose some weight before I go on TV. Y'all not gonna watch me slipping.
Listen, don't try to get in your own way before you get going. Don't try to create all these little barriers. You just said, I'm gonna apply. You worry about all the other shit after you submit that application. Don't be worrying about photos and full body shots. None of that.
Not them saying lie like Izzy.
Nah, Izzy 53.
I'd be like, hey,
I think Izzy was my 5th grade social studies teacher for sure.
I'm done with
I'm pretty sure that nigga taught me about the U.S. Revolution.
I got good credit. I don't have no debt.
You don't sell insurance.
I don't sell insurance. I don't think I'm in a love triangle because I haven't dated. I haven't like went on a date. It has to have been 5+ years. Like I can't even tell you. I don't even remember the last time I was on a date. So it's had to have been. I mean, the pandemic was 2020, so that's 3 years right now.
No.
It had been 7.
The pandemic was not 3 years.
It started in January. I mean, technically, it started in December, but we didn't take it serious until after January of 2020.
Chinese did.
Yeah, but I said we didn't. That's why I said technically it started in December, but we didn't take it serious. We really didn't take it serious until Tom Hanks got it. But yeah.
Well, we didn't take it serious until them niggas wasn't playing basketball anymore. We're like, wait a minute, what the hell?
I think Tom Hanks is what scared them. Tom Hanks got it. That was like the turning point for the world. Like if Tom Hanks can get it.
Tom Hanks is definitely had us crazy. He had us on the ropes, but then we had Idris. We're like, all right, enough is enough. All right, I'll stay home.
Tell Corey you're YouTube.
Oh, hey, what's up, Corey? Corey Kenya. Let's see. Yeah, I'm Tate's Take. What's up, Corey? My YouTube channel is Tate's Take.
That you call COVID at Sundance. I was sick at Sundance, but I don't know if it was COVID or not.
Yeah, it's probably too many white people. Oh, not Sundance charging $3,000 a night for a hotel though. Unrelated.
Oh, you saw that? Oh yeah, you see why I said it's a no for Sundance. It's better if you go in and get a house.
Crazy.
We got a house last time, and it was way cheaper.
Yeah, I didn't want to derail the live. We can talk about that offline, but
okay, sorry. Yeah. Would you ever do like if you
never?
Why?
No, never. I would never want to go on a dating show. When I was younger, I wanted to be on Real World so bad.
Oh, I love Real World. I auditioned for Real World. I auditioned for Real
World twice. I got so close the second time, but I was so tired of my life. I thought my life was so boring. I was like, I can't just be this existing, going to school and going to work. I was like, I loved Real World. I didn't want to be like, I mean, like maybe I wanted to be famous, but I was like, this is so fun. You could just live for just a little bit, and then just maybe people will like me and watch the show, and then maybe MTV will keep me because I would have been like a VJ. I was like, damn, maybe I can, because I know some of the old Real World people used to like get called on, and I was like, damn, maybe I can like be on like an MTV show after, and then they never picked me after. But I really wanted to be on Real World.
You in Real World, okay?
Sorry.
I would have casted you. Okay.
But that was for real. Like that's when I'm Real World, of course, is gone now. But they really only chose one nigga per season, except that Las Vegas season. So I was like, and the nigga that I applied, like the nigga that got mine, the season that I got closer was I don't know if you watched a lot of Real World, but there was a guy, the only black guy on that season, but he was like super swole, and he was like he worked on as a garbage man, and like that was like a big part of his story.
Was this Come On Be My Baby Tonight? Not him.
Nah, I ain't that old. The fuck, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I try to be on Real World. ANTM, America's Next Top Model, fucking fantastic show. Tyra is obviously problematic, but love that show. Could never get on it, but I only wanted to be on Real World. I've never wanted to be on Road Rules because I don't want to do nothing strenuous. I don't like. And then even when I got on Real World, I would go on the challenge and know that I wouldn't win the challenges, but people would want to just be like aligned with me. And like I'm athletic, but like I'm not eating like old eggs and stuff. So like I'll do some of the stuff good, and then I'll just hang with CT or one of these like fucking like good white people, and then just ride the wave. I was like, I had the whole plan, and then.
And you could have did all the Road Rules, Real World Challenge.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. All that. Just be like CT and CT. Come on, it's like perfect. We can have a whole spinoff.
It's never too late. If CT is still doing shows, I mean, it's never too late.
Thank you, Pterodactyl Pie. I appreciate that support that I'm getting from your people. Yeah. What other? Okay, pick one more reality show that you'd like to be on. Remember, College Hill?
Nah, they too. I couldn't like I said, anything that requires me to live with people. No.
Damn. So you don't want to be on Real World. I thought you tried to be on Real World.
I did, but that was when I was in college, and I didn't. When you're in your 30s,
I was in school.
You know what you can deal with and what you can't. So like, I could never do anything that required me to be around a whole bunch of women, which is why I wouldn't even talk to these hoes in Love Is Blind. Sorry, I don't mean to call y'all hoes, but y'all competition. Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't talk to people. Like I'll be like, I'll kiki and people kikiing. Or I'd probably be in a confessional talking about everybody, because I'd be like, look at her. She's sitting up here telling everybody, and look what happened. Look what happened.
You'd make for good reality TV. That's a fact. But shout out to this person, Mini Monstera. I remember the garbage man. He was fine as fuck. Yeah, the nigga took my spot being fine as fuck. So thank you for that.
Garbage man. What city was this?
And the city wasn't that fire, but I was like, I'll do it. I'm going to find it for you. But also someone else in the comments put, now I want our YouTube Real World or Big Brother, which will be fire. If I like one day become a big YouTuber, that's such a great idea. I hope I make the cut. That would be fire.
Because they filmed them 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they actually show the footage 24/7.
Yeah, but they just don't they have to blur stuff out if it gets crazy?
No, because people got canceled from stuff that like was on the 24-hour footage. Like people really be watching that.
All right. Well, hopefully it's Real World instead. Maybe I don't want to be on Big Brother.
I don't know what other show I would be on. I think another thing that I would struggle with if I was on Love Is Blind is like, do I want my parents to know I'm a hoe? Like,
first of all, your parents know you're not a hoe, and also, you haven't been on a date in 5 years. What are you who are you trying to convince?
But I'm just saying, as someone who ain't been on a date in 5 years, and if I'm engaged to somebody, like, do you want to be?
That don't make you. Do you know what the definition of a hoe is? I don't think you're catching it right.
But my parents are strictly Christian. Like they
just tell them niggas you ain't make the cut. Tell them niggas they ain't pick you.
Yeah, I'll just have to see it because that would be the other thing.
You can't be living your life for what your parents might see. You gotta live your truth, girl.
Well, no, I think it would just be more so like you know how the dudes be pillow talking like, yeah, we smash. I'd be like, hey, don't be telling my business. Like we could smash, but you're not finna be telling everybody.
Yeah, but it's on TV. So like TV. He's just telling them a few months early.
They'll see it then. I don't know. I would do the circle. The circle seems like fun once I actually watched it.
I haven't seen the circle, so I can't really.
It's strategy. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to win, but I don't know that I care enough. It's like I don't want to go on it and not win, but I don't think I care enough to really win. Like I don't think I could beat those people.
But also too, you don't have to live with nobody. You live by yourself, so that would be perfect for somebody like me.
I don't want to live with anyone either. But I mean, it's just a couple weeks on Real World. It's fine, and it's usually a nice house. But then my people will be hella dirty. I ain't gonna hold you.
But I'm just saying, like that's why I would have to just do something like that. I live by myself. where do the girls sleep in the pods? They never show where they sleep. Do they have separate rooms?
But I feel like maybe they don't live there. Like maybe they have like an apartment complex that they just go back to, and it's just
no, because the girls just be chilling in their regular clothes too. I think they like.
Maybe there's rooms in there, but if there was bedrooms, wouldn't they show that at some point?
But they never.
I always thought that they left. I don't know the truth, but I thought that they left that house.
Do you know
how gives me instigate? Oh, that's crazy. All right, fuck it.
Yeah, I think you would be great on the circle personally.
I don't know the circle like that, but this sounds like it's not a compliment.
It's all strategy. It's all strategy. Like you literally are like catfishing people. It's like a popularity contest. Like you're trying to be the popular person so they don't like kick you out.
Yeah, but you're trying to build the biggest following.
Yes, who's like most?
Yeah, hotel. I thought it was a hotel.
What?
Yeah. The Love Is Blind.
Oh, I forgot to hit mute. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, that was crazy. That was so like realistic. Then the role in the beginning of the video was like the double ply. Now it's like the thin, you know. I'm just kidding.
This is gonna take forever to fill out this application.
Okay, but things in life that are worth it take time. Look, how many different inspirational posters I got to read for you. But also, you remember applying for Real World. If you really applied, like how that application was the longest thing I've never wrote that much in my life. It was
the year that they went to like cities and had people do like in-person casting calls. So I never.
Yeah, but in person, I went to in-person casting too. Then when they want you to advance, then they hand you the fucking book to fill out, which you had to fill out with your hands, like writing. Like
I wasn't.
I guess now I do sound old.
That wasn't as interesting in college. I was like one of them girls who like I wear a freakum dress to a party, but like I also worked. Like I was a cheerleader.
1,000% was not interesting like that. There's no reason I should have got picked.
You lied to us.
No, deadass. Like back then, like as soon as I didn't get Real World, life got very interesting in a good and bad way. So I was like, damn, I wish I fucking applied now. Like I had some shit to say. I just thought like they just wanted cool people to be on the show and be entertaining. So I was like, all right, maybe I can get on this way.
This is so random, but I low-key feel like you're like secretly married with like 10 kids and we just don't know it. And this is like a double life that you live.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. No, if I had 10 kids, I'd be so proud of them. I would show them everywhere. I would never hide my kids.
Okay, so maybe you just secretly married and we don't know it yet.
Also, if I was married too, I would love to show off the photos. Hopefully, I look nice at the wedding.
Look, okay. Well, we'll just wait. I feel like there's gonna be an expose and we're gonna figure this out. I feel like they would NDA the hell out of me. Like if they did allow me to be on the show, they would be like, you can absolutely. Like they will just give me a crazy ass gag order of stuff
for after. Oh, it's just like about the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it's not a bad experience, so they don't have to do all this crazy stuff. I like to believe that they just treat people right.
Well, I think that they do have a period where they can't do certain things. Is it like 2 years or?
No, I mean, like I know their social media is affected about it, but like you can still be on social media, but you can't talk about your show and like the people that's on the show with you. Like you could go back to work as a journalist, reviewing stuff and all that kind of stuff. But they probably doesn't want you to talk about being on the show, what you saw, if you matched, all that kind of stuff. Because when you go back to their people's social media, some people just don't do it, but some people just post normal shit.
Okay. I mean, I never post on social anyway, so that wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Oh, yeah.
I barely post. I'm not a social media person. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll have to see what happens.
Listen, I'm going to give you 48 hours. I'm going to send that follow-up text.
I wonder when it's so crazy that I just randomly went to this and like they're looking for people, like they're filming from February and March.
Yeah, but did it ask the age in the beginning of that? I didn't see.
It asks for your birth date.
Oh.
Let's see. First name, last name, city, state, phone number, email, occupation. Huh. It actually doesn't ask. It just asks, are you currently eligible to legally get married?
Which you are.
That's very noble of them to not ask about age. But yeah, that's pretty interesting that they don't ask that.
I think they just care about how you appear, how you look on camera, which you look younger than most of the people on this season.
I would need to do a like full body photo.
You look like a couple years older than Aaliyah.
But Aaliyah was young. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Like if y'all were sitting next to each other in the pods, like no one's gonna be like, "Yo, why is this lady's mom here?" They'd be like, "Oh, they look like sisters."
Don't you need to be in the right city? I don't know, because didn't Micah live in a whole other city? Like
it was still on the same coast. But they usually do scout for a city. But they should have said that in the beginning there. But doesn't it actually like where do you live?
But didn't it ask, are you willing to travel out of the country?
Damn, maybe they're going to some new shit where anyone can go, but they're just gonna film it overseas just for the thrills.
Because it said, are you currently eligible to travel outside of the U.S.?
Yeah, because that's not normal, because they don't travel overseas in these other seasons.
Oh, you see, now they ask, do you know anyone else who's applying for Love Is Blind? I wondered if they asked that after.
That's what they call that's the Lydia question. But then she probably didn't know this nigga was applying anyway.
Right.
They probably smashed like the night before they both left, and they both said they're going on a work trip.
I think they need to come back to Atlanta. Atlanta was one of their most successful seasons.
Which one was that? The first one?
That was the first season.
Yeah. Do you remember all the seasons? Seattle was last year.
They did
Atlanta
Chicago,
first year.
Chicago was from DC and them.
Okay.
Where was the one? Was Gianni? Oh shit! You made me. Love Is Blind cities. Is blind. Gianni and Damien. So Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Seattle, now Houston. Oh, they said they revealed this freaking pop-up blocker. Bruh, like, what are y'all doing? Screen rant. Dang. Let's see. They said that they're actively recruiting singles in 3 different cities for the upcoming season.
But doesn't say which ones?
DC, Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's so cold there. Like, what? But it do be a lot of Black people there in Denver.
I remember after the first season, they did a casting call in New Jersey, but I don't figure like there was a New York or New Jersey season, right?
I think they'll fly people and just see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, like, people live in different cities all the time. I think that was the whole thing, because Micah was working in Phoenix, and they lived in Seattle, but he was in Seattle and he didn't want to move. So and Tiffany was in a different city than Brett.
That's a fact.
And Kwame was in a different city than what's her name?
He was in. Her name is Chelsea.
Yeah. So I mean, if you get married, like, you'll move. You just better hope that you're in a better city.
Talia, you ain't too old, and only Vanessa's interested in your children. Don't even worry about it.
I just clocked what you said. Now Vanessa is the only one interested in children. I mean, if they did something, I have friends in DC. Like, now Minneapolis, I'm not going to no Minneapolis.
Ain't no way. There's no way.
And y'all going when it's cold? It's still cold in February.
Like literally the coldest time of the year.
In Denver? I don't know why they won't just go to like a more poppin' city.
I mean, DC. It's a poppin' city.
Yeah, that was the only one, but the Denver and the Minneapolis kind of threw me off.
Listen, 48 hours.
We'll see. I apply for it, but it doesn't seem like they ever gonna come back to Atlanta. So
Doesn't look like they need you to. Get that flight out. Just know that my review gonna be so fire. Oh my god. They're gonna be like, Tate, how did you not see that? She did this wild ass thing. I don't know what you're talking about. That shit, I would have done the same thing.
It's like every full body picture that I have, it has like is at like some type of movie premiere or awards dinner.
You with that Netflix backdrop, like, yeah, this is my submission. Listen, that just means like you have a good excuse to take some new shit.
That is very true. So
No.
I'll send some stuff in. We'll see. I'll apply. What can you do? But they're filming in 2 months. How long is that? The 4th through the 16th?
I don't know, 6 weeks.
Is it 6? So 2 weeks for the pies and then a week.
Oh yeah, it's usually. I know, like this season they said that it's 4 weeks after you get out.
Yeah.
So that might make sense.
Okay. They should do New Orleans, but that'd be too many Negroes for them.
More than Atlanta?
Atlanta, yeah, but who do they pick? I mean, you had a black couple that season.
The black what?
You had a black couple the Atlanta season. They just didn't make it
to the screen, or they didn't make it.
They made it to the screen. They got engaged.
Wait, which one?
Diamond, and I forgot the other dude name.
Oh God!
But he was bisexual.
But not the. Oh yeah, here I'm about to call the guy the gay guy. Jesus Christ, I gotta get help.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that was such a crazy moment. That's why I knew this show was going to have potential.
Yeah. I started watching Married at First Sight, so I don't know when the new season.
Carlton, yes.
Carlton. I haven't watched Married at First Sight since the Atlanta season with Chris and Paige. I was done with them after that season. So, yeah. So I stopped watching after that. When I found out the therapist was dating one of the contestants, I was like,
that's so epic.
I was like, absolutely fine. Yeah.
That's so fire.
Yeah, I was like, I've been on that. So yeah. Woody and Amani, yeah. I did think Married at First Sight was a little bit better about having black people. So yeah. He was on Real Housewives, Carlton? Yeah, that's when I just gave up. I ain't never looked back since.
Yeah, yeah. Amani, I think it looks like Nipsey Hussle.
Huh?
I just googled Amani and Woody. Or no, Woody looks like Nipsey Hussle.
I can see that. So yeah. So what are your predictions for next week?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good with predictions, but I think, well, obviously we saw in the little previews that Aaliyah's going to come back and talk to him. I think that maybe they try to work that out. I don't think it's over. And I think there's going to be some Izzy meltdowns with Stacy. They're not going to work. That's not my prediction. I feel like Aaliyah might go back to see if Uche works. Izzy and Stacy will not work out.
Okay. What about JP and Taylor?
They'll go through the motions long enough to get to the altar.
Okay.
And then Milton and Lydia, they might get to the altar, but maybe they say no. That's like my future prediction.
Okay.
Maybe he says no.
Are we missing anybody else?
Now that's it, because Chris went home.
Yeah. Who's Chris? Oh, yeah, Chris. Sorry.
Look at you, your favorite. You don't even, damn, disrespect to all the Chris's out there.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But yeah, I know this is way longer than what we were supposed to do. I appreciate we had a good debate. We had talked about some good things, and
this is positive time well spent. I work for you, so whatever time you need, I'm here.
That you work for me, whatever. Chris went home because he said he didn't want to be with Johnny. He didn't want to be.
Yeah, when I say went home, meaning like he's not continuing the show because he's not going to have a partner, but he'll be at the next couple episodes because they'll do like the meet and greets and stuff like that. But he's not progressing with Johnny, so yes.
You don't think Lydia is going to be attracted to Milton?
Yeah, she's going to be attracted to him, but he's going to be like, he got past the hard part, right? Like, she's attractive, she has a nice body.
Mhm.
If he's willing to go through her annoying stuff, not seeing that, then maybe he'll be fine physically. But that stuff that's hard to maintain for the rest of your life. I don't know how you can do that. And yeah,
When she
maybe he's.
said, "Let me talk," that's when it came out a little bit. When she told him, she's like, "Let me talk, let me speak."
Can you let me talk?
That's when it came out a little bit. But
yeah,
we'll let Lydia live until well, she's still trash for the Aaliyah thing. So actually, no.
Yeah. Milton hair looks like a wig while we're here. So does fucking Uche. That shit looks like they both got that shit matted on.
Uche's hair grew on me after a while.
That shit looks like you could do like this with it and just shift it up.
I can't with you. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell everybody where to find you again, just in case people don't know?
Yeah. If you don't hate me yet, you can find me on YouTube at Tate's Take, and my social media stuff is in there. I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have Twitter. You can find all that stuff in my YouTube bio. But yeah, I hope you guys give me a follow if you're into what you've seen today. And maybe we'll be back sometime next week to talk about the next episodes.
Yes. I mean, we should. Probably Saturday afternoon. But yeah.
We'll talk about the logistics later. But
oh, you got something to do next Saturday?
Always.
Okay.
But I know we have some other friends that we need to recruit too that you were trying to get on here.
We do.
But we kept it black, like last, because that happened last time too. Like, this is like the black version of your lives, and then you had like the non-black version.
Not the black version of my lives. I'm done with you.
Yeah, you gotta have black lives sometimes. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, that's good.
There.
Yeah, that's tough.
That was good. That was really good. I missed Amanda's super chat, so I apologize, Amanda. Thank you for the super chat.
I meant to say, yeah, she said you had to go, so maybe she's watching the replay. But no, shout out to her. She said she had to go eat.
We sorry. Well, I'm sorry. Not you saw it and didn't tell me.
Girl.
Would you feel free? What you?
Listen.
You feeling froggy? Go ahead and leave.
Go ahead and leave. Yeah, you're right. I got jumped. We're in a pod right now. This is crazy.
Look, I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, and hanging. Oh yeah, thanks, Talia. That's so nice.
Oh, see, now I didn't went to the other part of the chat. I can't see nobody. Hey Jeremy. Yes, let's pin this one. What's I gonna say? Well, hopefully, if you can fit me into your schedule next week. Since you have so much to do, just let me know when you're free to do another live. I will be more than happy to hear again. It was nice being able to say the N word freely,
Honestly, yeah. If YouTube hits you, just tell them I'm sorry. Like, I ain't really mean it.
It's okay. They're probably.
I remember I went on. I think it was Brandon's live, and he was like, he remembered in the chat, like, bro, don't say that N word.
Like, we just here to have fun. We here okay. The real people will find us anyway, but we already got a couple of strikes because I think I cursed during my Uche and Aaliyah and Lydia triangle rant. So yeah.
How does that work? They tell you right on the screen?
Huh?
They tell you right on the screen, like what? Like you got a thing?
No, I'm saying they're probably not gonna show on the algorithm. But once we have our other special guests, we'll probably be on really good behavior and we'll be fine.
Yeah, you gotta act right. But yeah.
You
gotta act right in front of company.
I'm so done with you. Now she calling me right now. I can't.
Yeah. She said I thought you said it was gonna be an hour. I said, my bad, girl. Saturday night, we gotta be out. But yeah.
Couch. Was there anything?
Yeah. Also, maybe if you have time, maybe Friday. Like we just do it on Friday, or people need time to watch.
I think people need time to watch.
Like Friday, like this time.
I can't because I have
Oh, excuse me. Do you have a fire date with a handsome young Nigerian man with that fire? No, let me chill.
As you already know, I have a movie which I'm coming to New York to watch on Friday.
Oh, shit. You right.
Why you trying to do me?
You right. You're right. Damn, here I am.
Yes. What you got to do on Saturday? Why don't you just tell us what's keeping you away from spending time?
No, it's not even that. It's not even that sexy. I'm flying, so I'm have to go to the airport at some point.
Where are you going?
Now I'm putting my business out there. I'm going to Florida. Is that okay?
Who are you going to see in Florida?
That's so crazy. I'm going to my school's homecoming. Is that okay with you?
Okay. How long you gonna be gone?
Listen, I'm gonna be gone for a long time. A long time.
So are you flying like later?
My flight's like around like 4. So like our live today wouldn't it wouldn't work. But we'll see. We'll get creative with it.
Well, you let me know when you're free, and we'll actually stick to an hour next time. Now that we have rules established, it's easier to stick to the points.
Damn, I said I was going to Florida. They said I'm going to Miami. How do you know I'm going to Miami? Did I say that? And then this, can I get y'all's energy? I need a life. You got a life.
What?
So the wife and kids live in Florida. No, they don't live in Florida. The kids live in Florida. The wife lives overseas.
Now I'm a spy.
FBI, she is spy. Maybe you two should get together. I'm seeing sparks. Corey, I thought we had something. That's crazy. That's so crazy.
How you be seeing this stuff before I actually see it?
I'm watching your actual YouTube. That's why. I'm literally I'm out here supporting your channel, liking the shit.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
And commenting in it so I could,
Y'all hit the like button, and
I'm a big fan of your work.
I'm a fan of your work.
Oh, that's very nice.
Now what?
I said it first.
What did you say?
I said it first.
But what did you say? You said something under your breath. What'd you say?
No, I really didn't. I really didn't. I don't think I did. If I did, then I didn't.
Okay. We gonna find out. But
yeah, anyone still watching, I do have a video out on Love is Blind, so you can get like my full thoughts of these episodes. That's out there on my channel. If you want to see that, that's cool. And comment, and we can talk and debate and fight and argue and love each other. And then next week we'll do the same thing.
And I recorded mine. I'll have it out late tonight. And that's the only video I'm doing today. Is there any other reviews that you have coming up you want to tell the people to look out for?
Honestly, I was supposed to do sex education, but I don't think time is going to permit. But
you can do it tomorrow.
The way that I got to turn up tomorrow, I can't. Yeah, no. I was supposed to already do it. Like I'm just behind. But yeah, I've been watching that. I don't think I'm gonna watch The Creator on Wednesday, so maybe I can do something quick because people seem to like that. So I'll talk about that hopefully. I'm gonna watch I'm watching it in the theater, like a fucking peon. I'm regular. I'm going to the movie theaters.
I want to go.
Yeah. You're working the thing.
No, Wednesday is my free night.
You said that. I thought the junket was on Wednesday.
During the day. I told you. See, this is how I know you don't listen to me. This how I know. I told you. Listen. Wednesday and Thursday are days that I have nothing to do.
Okay. All right, then I'll send you the times. It's at 7, but we're gonna have to make some pivots because the way those tickets are sold out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we can get creative.
Okay. How far is it?
From where you're at?
Yeah.
Close.
Oh, okay. Are you close to where I'm at?
No, but it's not it's not far. I'm about to tell these people where I live.
You trying to have some people outside your door. You trying to mess up your marriage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd be saying it sometimes. I really don't be caring about this YouTube thing. I'm gonna get murdered, and then I'm gonna be like, I wonder what happened. I'm not good at this YouTube thing. Well, I'm good at YouTube, but I'm not good at privacy. But yeah, we're not far.
I'll hit you up and see if there's any other screenings. There's no more press screenings?
It's not. Look, I don't get the press screening. That's my point. I'm going to AMC. They're just doing an early release. The press screening probably already happened. A lot of people have already seen it, but they're just doing an AMC early access that I'm just I just bought a ticket to.
Okay, you'll text me and tell me where I should. It's completely sold out.
It's like our very fancy the IMAX theater. It's like the big one, the biggest one in the country. So it's sold out for like any decent seat. But there's I think we can go to another theater.
I want to go to the bougie one.
Yeah, well, it's fucking late now, unless something opens up. But I'll keep checking it.
Okay. Y'all see how he be like jumping at me though?
I'll be jumping.
Y'all, do y'all see that? Do y'all see that?
Hopefully, wifey isn't watching. She watches all my shit. Fuck. A supporter, a true queen.
We're a throuple now. Him and his secret wife.
1000% here for that.
Did you watch that No One Will Save Us?
Nah, I did not see that. But I also didn't watch people's reviews on it yet. I'm gonna watch. I think LA did one, and then Austin. So I'll have to see if people like it, or you watched it.
I watched it. I was doing a review on it.
And is it good?
I think that is good for the first hour and 20 minutes, and the ending kind of falls flat for me. But everyone else is saying it's a masterpiece, so take that.
Yeah, but that tracks though. You know how that is.
Yeah. So yeah. Well,
yeah, maybe I'll watch that.
And I watched The Devil. No, It Lives Inside. The Devil. No, it Lives Inside.
And how's that? So what's your next video release? Is it gonna be Love Is Blind?
Love Is Blind today.
That video's done, or you have to finish it?
I have to like, what do you call it? Render it through. So it's gonna be a minute because it's a long video.
You mean just to export it?
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't. Like, what program are you using?
I want to fight you, okay?
No, you fight Uche and you fight Lydia, and
I have to I've recorded it, but I haven't put the green screen in and had it render. It's gonna take a while because my computer be slow, so it's gonna take 2 hours before it go up. It ain't going up until 9-10 o'clock tonight.
Excellent. I got my notification bell on.
Thank you. And then I have Sex Education season 4 review.
That's recorded already?
No. I gotta finish the last episode. This episode was really trash for a couple of reasons to me.
You mean this season?
Yeah, season. Yeah, you knew what I meant.
You literally. I just need your viewers to know that. To be clear,
you knew what I meant. But yeah, I felt like this season has been trash, and I don't like how Sex Education handles its Black characters either. Another huge offender of No One Black Can Fall in Love and Be Together. What Black couple?
No, we're not doing spoilers on here. We're not doing spoilers on here. And also, I gotta think about it.
Okay, think about it. Seasons 1 through 3. What? Like I said.
No. I'm as soon as the season's done, I really forget everything, so you can't even do that. But yeah, maybe you're right.
Okay, so I got Sex Education, No One Will Save You, It Lives Inside, and Spy Kids.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
I haven't. Well, you're fancy, so you have nice, clean cut edits in your video. I'm just here talking to a screen for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but what? Now I spend all this time doing it. Now I only have one video. You've done 4 or 5 videos. That's better.
Well, I also have to. I'm going through a rough time with my subscribers because I've been a F woman to them because I haven't really been posting reviews. So I have to prove to them that
you still watch stuff.
I always watch stuff. It's just I don't review it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do a review for the Fall of the House of Usher and for Fair Play movie. And I think that's it because I've missed all my press screenings. I missed the creator screening because I had COVID.
Now that people know, let them know.
Yeah, so y'all finna be eating. Y'all gonna eat. Y'all not gonna eat, but because I'm gonna be out of town for a week. But y'all gonna eat a video a day. And then we got American Horror Story Delicate episode 2. I'll do a live for that on Tuesday night. That's a lie because I'll be asleep. I'll do a live on Wednesday unless someone allows me to go to the movies with them. But I'll do a live on Wednesday for American Horror Story Delicate episode 2.
The queen, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't stop. The grind is real.
Got to, okay? If I'm
That's why you're the best in the biz.
I wish. I wish. One day you'll teach me how to edit so I can have better videos as well.
Listen, I already offered my nerd services. Whatever you need, I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna take you up on that. Am I
Excellent.
going to do selling the OC? I did a live about selling the OC and had nobody watched it, but I put my interview with the cast up, and I'll have interviews with select cast members of Love Is Blind season 5 as well.
Fire.
So yeah. Alrighty. I hope that all of you have the most fantastic weekend ever. I hope that you have the biggest turn up tomorrow with your family or your fiance or secret wife.
No.
And I just want everyone to wash your hands, wash your ass, wear your mask because COVID is alive. And I just want y'all to be nice to somebody because, like, why would you be mean? That's so ghetto. Just be nice.
That's true. I like all those sentiments.
And again, so
yeah. And thank you for all the payer waiters for allowing me to spend some time with you guys today. You guys have all been very nice.
Thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate you. We would love to have you back if you have time for us before you go see your secret family next weekend.
I mean, this is really how the rumors start, but I'm willing to accept it.
See, this is what I get. This is what I'm choking down.
Nah, they say God don't like what They say there's some quote that I've heard it. Live so damn long, I done ran out of my drink. I need a bigger drink next time.
And this is why I don't drink out of my Love Is Blind cup anymore.
I mean, it do got a little something to it, but I needed 2 of these.
We should play the game next time.
What kind of game?
There's a Love Is Blind game. You don't have the Love Is Blind game?
I don't be getting the good stuff.
There's a game as well.
Yeah, bring it. Maybe our friends will play with us.
Okay, hopefully they'll come join us next week and won't leave us to be the Negro show next week.
Yeah, facts. I didn't even know the nigga was in school. The more you know. Yo, I gotta get out of here. This is nuts. Sorry about that, YouTube. It's a term of endearment.
Hey guys, since we said the N-word so much and curse words and me threatening violence against Uche and Lydia, if you could really just do us a huge solid and just share this video on your social, like we would really appreciate it because we probably are like buried in the algorithm at this point. So if y'all could just share this with your friends, tell your friends like, hey, can you go like this, make a comment, do something? We would greatly appreciate you. Okay.
Yeah. Do you watch before we go? We're gonna leave. Do you watch coverage of Love Is Blind? Like, do you watch people's like other YouTubes?
No, unless it's like you or Real James or Kristen, like people I know, or Ricky. Ricky does interviews as well and has a podcast. But like, is Ricky? Are you still in here? Ricky might not be here still.
Oh, okay.
It's mainly people I know. Like, y'all know I barely got time to record a video. I got 5 jobs now, but
just wondering.
So wondering. Is there any other people I should be watching?
Well, I was just curious. I'm trying to think. I watch a little bit of that Bachelor fan page. You know what I'm talking about? They're pretty big. They're like huge. I think they're the only ones that I watch besides you guys. You know them. I know you know them. Let me see. I'll show you.
No, when I really only watch y'all, that's it.
And pick. Yeah, these dudes have 169,000 followers. I'm putting it in the chat.
Well, let me find
StreamYards.
Let me find Ricky's stuff. I only be knowing people's government names, so let me. I gotta find his podcast.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll support.
But he normally does. He's like, we always end up doing like the junkets together.
Okay.
But yeah. But I love y'all. Hopefully I'm not like choking next week. I should be fine by then. But yeah. Deuces.
I didn't know Cameron and Lauren did reviews. Yeah. Peace, y'all.
I'm waving like I'm not supposed to be in the stream.